Cool. Reddit realness. Caught my wife with a friend's Facebook profile open. Ooh.
Okay, this is dumb, yeah, but on the Waze, I didn't watch, not even just Waze, but any like navigation, whatever. I didn't know that the little camera thing meant camera.
What did you think it meant?
I had no idea. I was never even paying it any mind.
Maybe just see something like
Just
that.
that's
a fun shape.
Oh, yeah, I was like, that's whatever.
Do you know how many pictures of when I was younger, pictures of me in the club, as in on their official Facebook page, sweating?
Same.
Now you can't.
Oh,
do
you
that.
can't, yeah, because you can't sweat after. Like, that's
can't.
crazy.
No, you can't. And we didn't even have the setting spray like that.
No,
Yeah.
it's just
We still
Just-
dance.
matte powder gone.
Yeah, literally just Maybelline matte mousse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Premium too finished,
Fringe was like
scattered,
this.
just scattered, literally.
In our business casual.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a time.
So guys, as you can see,
Our shirts are ironed.
I think I'm in very formal attire.
I made sure Maddie pressed this. I said press it, press it. We have royalty in the building.
We're so excited.
Where they at?
We have.
The jokes have started.
See, the jokes have already started. Guys, you're in for a treat. We have the podcast queen, the queen of reality TV, actually. The queen of reality TV. We have Audrey from the Receipts podcast in the house, guys. I'll actually find the real confetti and pay this time because it's worth it. Audrey, welcome.
You guys are the best. Thank you, Hans.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
I can't believe this is real. I'm actually fangirling.
Really?
I've listened to the
No,
podcast
we're
since
fans,
episode
man.
6.
We're friends, man. We're just friends. Like,
No.
just loosen up our shoulders.
I can't.
She said I want an usher.
No. You
A
know like how
long
you feel about
recording
Michael Jackson. This is like
Oh, really?
No, seriously.
No, this is deep.
Since episode 6.
Hold my hand.
No, seriously.
I love this for us.
No, I can't even
happy to
believe
be
like
here.
you said yes.
Of course. Well, I know Tia.
Yeah.
I've met Tia a few times, and yeah, I love the show. So I was like, yeah, absolutely. When you guys emailed me, you were like, oh, I'm not sure if you've heard. I was like, of course I have. I've absolutely seen you guys. I've watched the podcast before, so I was like, yeah, I'm there.
Never
Well,
blushing.
sign me up.
My oh my God, my lips are starting to hurt. You know when I'm losing words?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, guys. I'm sorry. I don't even know what to say. I feel hot. I feel hot.
We're having such a fun girl moment.
Sorry. Listen, I feel like we need to normalize being fans. If you're a fan of someone.
What? Yeah, because obviously you mentioned Michael Jackson. I'm very like loud about my stand-in with him, and I feel nowhere by it. So yeah, I agree.
No, seriously, I feel like even with like just within the scene, just normalize being a fan.
That part, yeah.
I feel like in the UK in itself, people don't give each other flowers.
No,
They'll just
they
be
don't.
like, "Oh, I've seen your stuff."
Yeah.
So actually, I love your shit.
Exactly.
Like you are
Exactly.
fucking funny. Like,
Yeah, no, talk the things. No, I totally agree. I think that we do need to do better with that. Just like being approaching and being approachable. You know,
like I feel Americans
Yeah.
have it down to a T.
Oh,
Like they will be
yeah.
like, but also we have a very self-depreciating attitude. Obviously,
do.
so we're like,
We
oh,
do.
it's just a little
Yeah.
thing we're trying.
yeah.
Up all night. Up
Yeah,
all-
exactly.
like this.
Putting
Like
in the
this.
work, the hours, blood, sweat, tears, the whole thing, and then just reducing it. Yeah, no.
Do you know what I
definitely.
mean? Whereas
could
like
never.
the Americans will be like, "You're great," and like, I
Mhm.
know.
No.
I'm not
Thank
making
you.
Yeah, I knew Americans were different when we first started doing the receipts. Like honestly, we were like 4 or 5 episodes in, and then like the Americans started to pick up on it, and they like sent us stuff. Like literally our fans
That's
from like
cute.
Minnesota or whatever would like send us hoodies. Like I remember this girl sent us all hoodies with like all our sayings on it. Like, and that must have cost a pretty penny to like have it shipped over. And at the time, like we were still small. Do you know what I mean? We just started off, and I was like, yeah, Americans are different.
Well, yeah,
Like they're loud with their like appreciation, which is sweet.
It's
you
so
know?
interesting, like how different cultures and like from Australia to like Africa, like South Africa, Nigeria, like obviously that has its own different personalities in each country. And then the UK, we're just here like,
just here.
Yeah,
We don't want to
cool.
beg it.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
We
we're
don't
like,
wanna
we don't want to
yeah.
be seen as a, like, I remember being a kid and like, cause I'm friendly, it's like, she's a beg. And I'm like,
Yeah.
now as an adult, I'm a fucking beg.
Yeah. Same,
Do what you want with that information.
100%.
And you have friends. Because everyone that was saying I don't want to be a beg, none of them have friends. Everyone's crying about loneliness.
Exactly. No, I'm exactly the same. I'm such an open book, like to the point where I feel like sometimes I'm a bit too open. Like I'm one of those people, and I recently learned it's a trait of ADHD, which I have not been diagnosed with. I've self-diagnosed myself with ADHD because I just believe that I have it. And apparently, like when you meet people and you feel the need to like divulge really like not dark details, but like quite intimate things about yourself to just make people feel really comfortable. And I do that. So I'll be like, oh my God, that time that I got fucked on a bench, like, you know, like really randomly, like out of nowhere, I'll just say the most outlandish thing just to like, you know, lighten up the room. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, I recently learned that was a trait of ADHD.
I'm an oversharer.
So am I.
Like I will be like, and exactly for the same reason. Also, I'm bad with boundaries because of that. Because I'm like, I want you to feel safe, so I'm not gonna put any boundaries around you. What happens is
same
later on.
I'm exactly the same.
It's like, oh, okay, this. I need those. Those are healthy for a friendship. Oops.
That's me.
I'm not an oversharer, but I'll throw a wild fact in there that will throw everyone off. But I feel like I don't know. I think it's like it's the Nigerian in me. Like, always taught to be secretive and like don't put your business out there. But then I think with the podcast, it's just made me more. I'll say anything.
Yeah, you kind of have to, innit? Like in this line of work, you have to be transparent.
Yeah, no.
Also, I feel like it's an older generation thing anyway, where they're always like, you know, people are jealous of you. You know, people will want this from you. You know. Don't tell them anything. Don't tell them what you're buying. Don't tell them if you've got flowers. Don't tell them this. Don't tell them about your relationship. Keep your man secret.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, that's my mum. Oh my God.
Yeah.
My
literally
is convinced everyone in the world is jealous of her kids.
Literally.
Like, she's just like everyone's, and I'm just like, oh, and I just take the meat and throw away the bones. Do you know what I mean? Like
who hurt you? Like, let's speak about it. Where did this come from?
Yeah.
But at the same time, some people are out to hurt you. I don't know, man.
I mean, listen, they're not all the way wrong, but I think just taking it with a pinch of salt and applying your discernment to it, because I feel like sometimes my mum and aunts and stuff like that, they talk to you as if you have no discernment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just like, sometimes I feel like they're extreme because they're trying to get the message across, when it's just like, okay, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but like,
I was saying this to Steph the other day. I feel like parents, as you get older, they struggle with your coming into your womanhood. Like as you as an adult and the decisions you make, it's like, yeah, but you're still my child though. So like, what you're telling me.
Yeah. I had that with my dad when he was. My dad had cancer. I've been telling everyone that. Yeah, I'm literally, that's the random joke. And you think my dad had cancer. But don't worry, he's fine now.
Oh, thank God.
He's fine now, don't worry.
Thank God.
We laugh about it. We joke about it. I've written jokes about it. But yeah, when he was, so I brought him over to get his like treatment stuff because he was in Nigeria. And it was the first time that we'd actually shared a space together in probably close to 2 decades.
Oh wow, okay.
And in that time that he's moved to Nigeria and everything, obviously I've grown up, I've like gone through uni, built up the career, got married, but he struggled so much to adjust to the fact that I'm not a little girl anymore, like to the point where like we ended up having an argument on the day that he arrived, because he was just like, we wanted to go for a walk at 6 p.m. and he was like, it's late. I was like, sir, I am 32. But it's like the small things. And then he was like, but you're still my little baby, the little baby that I carried in the arms. It's like, actually, no, I'm not.
I'm a grown woman.
But I'm a grown woman now. And like, you could tell that he was literally struggling to like, to the point where like, even when it came to like us coming to record here, like, in the middle of us recording, he's calling me like, where are you? Like making my husband call me like, where are you? I'm like, I'm out, I'm recording.
Yeah.
And like even that, and for me, because I'm such a like boundary person, like one thing I hate is when people tell me what to do or like try and like police me.
Yeah.
We were just like, it was like, I love you, but we're gonna butt heads. Yeah. I need you to know that I'm a grown woman. Yeah.
Do you think the part of that was him trying to overcompensate maybe for some of the years that he's missed, and now he's trying to do like dad on steroids kind of thing?
Yeah, because also whilst he was in Nigeria, he started a new family.
Yeah, you all do that sometimes. You know? You'll all have you doing some crazy things.
Yeah, and my siblings are quite young. Like the eldest is 6, so he's not used to dealing with grown children.
Right. So this is like a whole new
And
experience for him.
And on top of that, he thinks he's a kid himself.
Are you the eldest?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and he thinks he's a kid himself. So he tries to be, he's one of those parents, he's going to be watching this and thinking, this girl is just slaying me off. Sorry. He's one of those dads like wants to be the cool, young, hip dad. Like, you bumped into him at Blue and he was literally wearing like Nike TNs and like skinny Jesus sunglasses and stuff. But it was like, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not in like you look young way. It's like you try to look young and you tried to do too much.
Got it.
But yeah, bless him. He's lovely, but he just really struggles with seeing me as a grown adult. My mom on the other hand is opposite, but it's over independence.
No, I hear it. I can imagine it's hard. Like even the other day I saw a TikTok of this woman and she was basically saying that how she worries now about her daughter who's 27 or something than she ever did when she was younger, to the point where like, I don't know if this is like a UK thing. Do you guys have each other's like locations or like any of your friends?
I do. My friends have my location.
See, I don't have any of that, right? But anyway, on this TikTok, this woman was like, I've got my daughter's location, and it was saying that she was like in the middle of like some strange town somewhere. So she's calling her, she's not answering the phone, She tries to wake up her husband and she's like, look, she's missing. Like we need to like drive to her house and go and make sure she's good. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Wait, sorry, you said 27, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Grown woman. Yeah. Doesn't even live in the house, nothing. So they've driven down to the daughter's house. They're banging on the door, and then she opens the door like pajamas, like sleeping arrive, the whole shebang. And she's just like, what are you doing? And she was like, I just felt compelled to check your location, and it was saying that you were in the middle of a ditch somewhere, blah, blah, blah. So I just thought I'd come and check. And she was like, Mum, I'm fine.
Imagine if she was getting dicks down.
Can you imagine?
What?
Can you imagine your mum just bursting?
My mum could never have my location. Not that she knows how to use technology, but my God.
No, because my mum would be checking that all the time. So I saw you was at...
Exactly.
What were you doing?
Right. Exactly. That is the last thing I need. Yeah.
I can't even have that from friends.
Yeah,
I like mystery, but the thing is, the location would never change. It would just be my house. I don't go nowhere. So there's no point me sharing anything. It's going to be work, home, M&S food. Maybe Tesco, a young Lidl and back.
I think my friends have it because I'm a liability. I'm a bit of a liability.
But then you're usually with them.
I live in the back ends of Kent, no?
Yeah, because yes. Like it's a populated street. Like you just moved out. It's okay.
Can I say the other day I decided to, damn well, I decided to run in the marshes.
Yeah, I saw. You took a picture. I said, yeah, you continue doing that. Because me, I make sure I'm on the road, right?
I'll be compelled. I was like, I want to do Dora and Explorer, but when's a safe time that there won't be creeps outside?
I went for a run the other day. I think it was on Tuesday or Wednesday, but it was like night, and I had, you like try and psych yourself up, like I'm gonna go for a run all day.
Yeah.
It came to 10 p.m. I was like, I need to complete the run.
So 10 p.m.
10 p.m. And I have like, there's this like it's like a private road that leads to the estate, but there's nothing there. It's just bush and like street lights. But the street lights on one side weren't working, and then the other side where it was working is where all the bushes were. So I got scared. I started running in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I would.
That's what I would do. To be fair,
same here. So I would have been doing the same thing.
I can't.
Yeah.
For them to say they took me out.
Yeah.
What would I even say? That's what business do I have run? Who's going to believe that I went out to run at 10 p.m? Then I died?
This is why, because I like to run in marshland as well, like next to a river type thing.
Why? Why? You say you're begging for it and you live by yourself.
I actually live by myself. That's crazy.
In the day, that might be quite a nice view, but...
Yes, grounding, like, you're at one end. You have this.
So is the killer. But go on, whether you're at one with nature.
Hence why I have my location shared, because if, the phone.
So, but what, those friends that you're sharing it with,
they live in London.
Exactly. The closest one to you does not have your location. But the thing is, I would just assume that you'll go for a run and then you got tired and stopped. So I'm not coming. I'm moving my bed.
One of my other friends will actually be like, "Hello, hi. Her location's been in this bush."
Yeah, I thought she was stretching. I just thought she took a. Just looking at
don't you fuck about me. Fuck.
I was just say, if I have to drive over that bridge, I pay the £2.50. you better be in distress.
Dart charge.
That dart charge.
Oh God.
I had to set up auto pay. It was too much.
Same.
Every other week they'll send me a letter with the car, and I hate when they include the picture. Yes, I know it was you.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what I did.
Yep, I was there. Yeah.
Just send me the letter. You don't have to include the picture. Like, by the way, in case you try and deny it, because I'm still trying to battle that one.
Yeah, but all the tunnels charge now. Silvertown does, Blackwall does.
But why?
You have to go through all of
You
them.
people are saying that we don't spend enough in the economy, that we're not going out and shit. But then when we want to
Can you
move around, you
imagine?
charge me for moving in my own car that I've already had to pay for petrol for. Road
They don't want us
tax.
driving in this country, man.
They don't want. Even the 20 road here kill me.
Yeah, horrible.
My foot would be shaking on the pedal trying to keep it at 20. The camera's there staring like, fuck up one time. Go over by 1 mile per hour. You know, it hasn't been 2 years since I did my driving course, so I actually have to be good.
Fair.
Otherwise, it will give me points.
Yeah, don't get the points because I'm
Have you got the
in
points?
the doghouse. Yeah, I've got a year and I cannot get any more points otherwise I'm done.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh, it's bad. Yeah.
Well, the fact that you're smiling and still driving about gives me hope, man.
Literally, now I'm just okay. This is dumb, yeah. But on the Waze, I didn't. Well, just not even just Waze, but any like navigation, whatever. I didn't know that the little camera thing meant camera.
What did you think it meant?
I had no idea. I was never even paying it any mind.
They really just see something like
see
that.
something
That's a fun shape.
Oh yeah, I was like, that's whatever. I'm so like heavy on the blue line, trying to get to where I need to get to. I wasn't paying attention to the other things. So one time my husband was in the car and he was like, "Oh, that means cameras. That means the camera's approaching." I was like, "Ain't no way." So ever since he told me that, I haven't gotten any points since.
Oh, because now you're aware of
Because
it.
now
yeah,
I'm aware, so now I know they're coming. So I
Yeah.
start to slow down. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So God's willing, I'm able to do that between now and next May, because then the point,
Yeah,
you
the
know,
points.
and then I'm back in the game. But yeah, I'm on thin ice
I'm
with my
shocked.
driving. It's a lot. It's a lot.
So I just can't do the 20. My foot shakes. I have to set it.
It's a
Like, I
lot,
have to
yeah.
always drive. My foot be shaking.
It's a lot. It's a pressure.
The
It's too much
camera's just
pressure.
be there. Look, I
Yeah.
can't. One little mistake and points.
Yeah, they're really not playing around.
They're not playing. The thing is, the worst thing is that when I had to do the driving course, I couldn't even remember the offence. I couldn't even tell them that, because I think at the beginning they ask you.
Oh, like the
where?
speed awareness one.
Yeah, the
Right,
speed
yeah,
awareness.
yeah.
They're like, oh, where did you get caught? I couldn't even tell. I said, I don't know. I can't remember
Yeah,
driving there. It's a road I've
exactly.
never seen before.
Yeah, no, speed awareness course is so funny because did you do yours online?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they make you keep your camera on. The first time I did it, I was like, I'll just chill, do this in bed, put my camera on, like turn my camera off, whatever. No.
I said be attentive.
They like
you are here to
be
learn.
attentive, and then every now and then they pick on you.
Yeah.
You like answer a random question, so they really want to make sure that you're like on job. But I realized with things like that is you might as well just get involved.
Yeah.
Because the more you just overthink it and just like count down the time till it's over, it just takes longer. So I'm like, let me get stuck in.
I remember when I've tried to do the whole camera off thing, and I was wearing the top that I cook in. And I had to fit it on.
Not the house
And
clothes.
you just had to firm it.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
can I
yeah.
do? Someone was vaping on camera.
Oh, that's
I was like,
bad.
I'm not that bad. Like, you can't see the stains, but no, I don't want to do it again. My only thing about points that I know that once I get them, I know with the way I drive, I'll give up.
No.
I'll give up. I know I'm going to accumulate more. My mum is the points queen.
Oh, is she?
Points queen. I'm surprised she still has a license.
She might be neck and neck with me.
She might actually
I'm
be.
really on thin ice. Like literally, I've got one more set of points in me, and I'm off the road. I
But
know.
you're smiling and you're still living,
I
so
know, it's true. Because deep down, I'm like, I would still drive it.
Yes, it's-
I'm joking. I'm
I'm
joking. I would never do such a thing. I'm not gonna get any more points, and that story could have just been completely fake.
yeah, it's
Be
true.
nice.
It's actually true. It's not.
all
It might
alleged.
not be real. It's so funny because she's got a license now, so I guess I can say it. I didn't know my mum didn't have a license until
really?
she only got her license. We got our license at the same time,
And she's been.
and she's been driving since I was a baby.
I know she's been driving.
So one day she called me on her way to work, and she was like, "They've taken my car." And I was like, "What do you mean they've taken your car?" She's like, "I didn't have a license, so they took my car." I was like, "What do you mean you don't have a
way.
license?" She never got her
Wow.
license.
Do you know what? That's sick that she managed to pass her test though.
Yeah, after 3 times. Someone that's been
Yeah,
driving
it's
for over 20 years
Yeah,
fell
because
3
you
times.
build up more bad habits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The longer you're on the road, so I feel like it's actually harder. I feel like it's easier to learn with a fresh mind
Yeah.
and a fresh awareness of the road and the rules and regulations than when you've just been on road. But good for her.
Yeah, but
I love that about your mum because she's literally just a girl.
literally
That,
just a
like, I
girl.
love it. Like, we get to this age where we just look at our parents like, you're just girls.
Yeah,
Just-
they really are.
I mean, why are you calling me for? What am I gonna
Yeah.
do? If they took your car, what do you? Hey, stop! You didn't have a license for over 20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like, let me
can't
go
even
to my
back you on
mature
this one.
daughter.
What the heck? They
Yeah,
took my.
yeah.
What am I gonna do? I didn't even know you didn't have a license. This is the first time I'm hearing of this.
That is funny.
You've been driving me around with no license.
Like, it's so fucking for years.
As in,
Steph.
she changes her car
Yes.
every 2
That's
years.
crazy.
No one's asked you. Actually, do you have a license?
And she just never got caught. They
My
just
dad
assumed.
didn't ask.
Yeah, she has the fun. That's all that matters.
She said, I have shit to
To
do.
do.
Yeah,
Places
That
to
is
be.
fucking funny.
Nah, I couldn't believe it. When I was like, you literally, we had to do that. We were doing our test at the same time.
That's cute.
But she failed 3 times. I passed.
First time.
Yeah.
How did you
No, I
pass first
didn't.
time?
I
was gonna
passed
say.
second time because I walked out on my first test.
Oh, did you?
Did
Yeah,
you?
because the woman was just giving me bad vibes.
Oh.
Like before we even moved off, her face was too strong. I was like, this woman's
Yeah.
gonna film me. And I asked her, I was like, you gonna film me? She was like, we need to do a test first. If I determined that, I was like, I'm not doing it.
I mean, attitude.
And I walked out.
Can I say, so I'm not a driver yet.
Mm.
I'm a baby girl. But I've worked out, I said this to you, I think there's something strange about driving instructors. I think there's something in their personality
Mm-hmm.
that makes they're all leaning towards
Psychotic.
something's wrong.
Mm,
Like there's certain careers that take certain types of people.
yeah.
And I've worked out, I've had enough bad experiences with driving instructors that I'm like, it attracts. I don't know what it is about being in a closed space on the road for extended periods of time or like all your life, that it makes you a bit
Impatient.
It's giving power trip.
maybe
Maybe
yeah.
people that were really submissive in a former life and now they want to exert power. And what is more powerful than giving people yes or no, like life-changing decisions?
It's true.
That's a lot of power.
It's true.
It's true.
You know, someone's there on their 8th test and you've got the power to like make them really happy or feel even shitter about themselves. Listen,
And it's
don't,
like you
don't
like
give me
being-
that kind of power.
And you like being in an enclosed
enclosed
space,
space.
just
But
you
like,
and one person
yeah.
all the
You want
time.
the intensity of it all. Like,
Yeah.
no one man should have all that power.
No.
It's like a very power trip job. Do you get?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving, something happened in their former life and now they want to seek revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about all my driving instructors. They were insane.
Mm-hmm.
The one that drove me to go and actually pass my test was the Bible basher. He was obsessed with Jesus. I did a crash course for 2 weeks, and he was obsessed with the things he would say. Everything was satanic to him.
Really?
Other religions were satanic. He would like
Oh.
blurt out like the wildest
Black
shit.
man.
No,
Oh, interesting.
a white Pentecostal.
Oh.
But I feel like when they are Pentecostal, they overdo it.
And also, if they found it later on, in
Yeah,
life,
they overdo it.
Yeah.
I swear, I was so irritated by him. I was determined to pass my test just so I'd never see him again.
Yeah, if that ain't motivation. My driving instructor, RIP Steve, he basically was the family driving instructor.
Oh, cute.
So he taught my mum, he taught my dad, and then he taught my sister. And I struggled to pass my driving test. Like it took me like 3 or 4 attempts before I finally passed. And I had all these instructors because I was going back and forth with it. And I had like I stopped and started. I did some when I was at uni, did some when I was back at home, some in South Wales. I tried everywhere. And then if my mum was like, why don't you just go with Steve? And I was like, I don't really want to go with Steve. He's like this very like timid Ghanaian man, this old man. I was like, I don't really want to go with Steve. And my sister always used to say that like he would just be really over the top if she like accidentally stepped on the brakes too hard, and he would be like every single time. Then he'd be like, oh, Vanessa, you're going too hard. And so I was like, I don't really want to go with Steve, but then I went with Steve and I passed.
See?
So he was an OG driving instructor. He taught for like 45 years.
Wow.
That's a long
That's
time.
a lot.
That's a lot of people
A
that
lot
you're
of
passing.
patience.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, RIP, he died.
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
R.I.P. Steve.
Mine have been bad experiences, to be fair. I've had one good one. I've had many, but I've been trying to learn for
You're
10
like
years.
me. That's like I was the same.
It's been
No,
it's over 10 years.
no, because there was a time in sixth form.
Just dumb.
No, there wasn't.
Was it?
I learnt at the same time as you. That's the first time I learnt.
Which one?
Yeah.
It wasn't when we were 16, 17?
No.
Who was that then?
Who do you have that's similar to me in your life? Anyway.
No one, to be fair.
So I had one that asked for nudes.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then came to my door and was like, so when you doing your next test?
No wonder you haven't passed. Seriously, no, seriously, that is like, that will be enough to scare me in my tracks.
It was so weird. So I think there was one week, and this is again where my mum's paranoia actually played out. So my mum's like, don't tell people what you're doing. So I think there's one week that I couldn't do a lesson, and I was like, oh, I'm staying at my boyfriend's house, so I'm not at home. Me opening my mouth, because this was like an older Muslim man. And not to say that plays into it, but
for context.
Yeah, for context. So anyway, at one point I think I was struggling to put a seatbelt on. And obviously I'm dim, but I don't realize when people are moving to me at all. Like, I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm here to do the thing that I'm doing. Let's go. And at one point he was trying to help me put my seatbelt on. I was like, I'm like, what's happening here? And he was like, oh, I'll help you, leaning over me. And I was like, this is weird. Okay, let's go drive then. And obviously we didn't talk much in the car. And then there was one time where we pulled up to my house and he was like, okay, send nudes. And like, it was so nonchalant. I was like, what? He was like, no, send me pictures. What? I was like, and like, obviously to be fair, I was in my 20s, my mid 20s. So I'm like, my brain's trying to comprehend.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when you process after you left the car, like,
send it to someone else.
do you get me? Like, what?
And
Maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. And obviously he had an accent,
That
so
is
I was like,
insane.
it couldn't have been nude. Surely he wouldn't, because nothing. There's been no.
Yeah.
He's nothing like, if you were inappropriate and flirtatious, it would make sense.
Just straight to
He just said send nudes.
You know what?
I was
Because he probably thought you were having it when you let him put the seatbelt on. So he was like, yeah, nah, she's into it.
if you see this old man, Stephanie,
I don't put it past anyone. I don't put it past anybody.
I was like, cool. I was like, that was strange. Once I processed it when I get home, and again, a lot of things, I'm the type of person that I deal with it in the moment, and then I'll process it when I get home, kind of thing. So when I've got a moment to myself, so I was like, yeah, I don't like that. Cool. And I think because I was nervous, well, generally nervous when driving, I will have things on my hand and I'll take it off. So like bracelets, whatever have you, because it might be an ADHD thing, but it's like, I just get off me so I can concentrate. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think I left the bracelets in the car. I think like a week, 2 weeks later, I hadn't booked back with him. He pulled up to my house and he knocked on the door and was like, so I've opened it, I've seen him. He was like, so when are you going to do your lessons again?
You must have got a jump scare when you opened the door to see him there.
I was like,
this old ass man.
Why are you at my house?
Yeah.
Like, you've actually pre the door, because obviously they don't come to your door. Do you know what I mean? So you've pre the number I come from and said, I'm going to log this.
That's not okay.
Weird. And then the most recent, so last year I was doing lessons again, and I thought she was normal at
Oh my god, there's another one? Who's this one?
Now here's the thing, when you're a yapper, I'm a yapper, right? And again, what I said to you at the beginning, like, I like people to feel safe. So we're in the car and we're talking and we're like, oh, so where do you live? And oh, I'm moving house and this and the other,
If you see, and then we do share your location with me. Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
So then she ended up telling me about her history of her mum and how she doesn't have a good relationship with her family, like how she's moved in with a new man and she's had really bad like relationship experiences previously. Why she's gonna cut off her whole family? It's just her, and her whole attitude was like. And at the time, it wasn't giving me red flag. It wasn't giving me red flag, but I was like, true, like. There was no, and again for me, and I think as I get older, I start to gauge what I like more and what works for my brain more. So I need like structured lessons, which I'd had with like Red before and AA, like proper driving schools. This babe was just taking me to Sidcup and just saying gallivant with the lorries. Like, yeah, there was no structure.
Not with the lorries, child.
Stephanie?
I dodged them now.
Stephanie, each and every time. And there was no like, we're going to do maneuvers. No, it's like, be at roundabouts with lorries. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to drive around Sidcup and whatever meets us is what meets us. Lord. No structure.
Maybe she thought there was a method to the madness.
Yeah.
Maybe. Or clearly there wasn't.
Or she was mad.
Yeah. But also, I'm not, it doesn't miss me that like, it is a strategy to keep people booking lessons for longer.
Yeah.
If there's no
needs more money for her new man.
Right. So now me like a div, one day I decided, so this is a mix of her being mad and also, and me not picking up on the red flags, but also I love to believe I'm Superwoman. I love to believe like I can do things. When people say like, so I work with men, right? And they'll be lifting things. I can lift. I can lift. I go gym. So what are you trying to say? Are you challenging me? Cool. Power trip. So I've decided to do a driving lesson on my dad's birthday. My dad died 3 years ago.
Oh, sorry.
So it's fine. He was old.
No.
You lived the
At least
life.
he lived long. That's good.
So he'd been here a while. Anyway, so I decided this would be a good day because I'm gonna act like everything's normal. I'm gonna do work in the morning and do my driving lesson like mid-morning. What's different? Because he died 3 years ago. Okay, you've done this for 3 years. Let's be moving.
Right.
Like he's gonna be dead for like a good few more. So
And by the way, she's saying this casually. She's the most emotional person I know on this earth. So it was never going to be a normal day.
Right. Okay.
It was actually
okay.
it was
context is
never
important.
going to be
Got
a
it.
normal day.
Okay.
everyone, when I came back to work, everyone was like, well, that was a bad decision, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, we could have told you that. And I was like, no. I've been through this before and there are so many years to come. So what, will I die?
Yeah.
Got in the car. This woman cancelled my lesson halfway through. She was like, you're just not listening. Not even let's go on to quiet. By the way, again, lorries. And like, she was just like, you're too nervous. Like, I was like, you don't want to. And by this point, at no point in the last like 3 months had she taken me to a side road to do maneuvers, by the way. Hadn't even done that. But she was like, on the day, she was just like, no, you're just too nervous. I got a driving lesson tomorrow and I can't have you mashing up my car.
All right.
And I was like, and then I got angry because I'm trying to prove a point to myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, but why though?
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm too nervous? What? I started bawling. I
said it.
Oh,
said it.
No.
Went to your trying to
What a
put on the
day.
big girl pants.
What a day, babe.
Just crying
Yeah.
everywhere.
And then what happens is she started crying because she was
God.
like, because my mum died 5 years ago.
Oh my
Just trauma sharing
God, on
that
the roundabout.
small
Oh,
ass car,
Lord.
breath just everywhere,
Oh.
breath and tears.
I came home so fucking angry. I was so angry because now I'm crying out of anger. Because
Yeah.
like, how dare I cry?
Yeah.
I was fine. I was getting up in the morning. I was dancing. I left her good.
Oh.
So annoyed. And then obviously, I was like, yeah. Now actually it makes it, you have a lot of trauma that you're
Yeah,
dealing
yeah,
with as well.
yeah.
So even her temperament was shorter because she's obviously going through her own things.
Her own
And that's
things,
why
yeah.
I realized, I was like, oh, all of you are tapped. This is
Yeah,
just
there's something in the water over there, man.
You talk to them too much to know.
I really do.
Yeah.
Do you talk? Me, anywhere I go, shoot, you won't even know that I'm funny until
I talk to Uber drivers so much.
I don't talk.
It depends on my mood.
Nah.
Yeah. I don't talk to them, but if they talk to me, I'll respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, how are you? So
Yeah.
the other day I was tired as hell and the man kept chatting to me and I was like, I know.
No.
I really do the most.
No, I love it when they're like, oh, do you mind if I take this call? I'm like, please go ahead. And I'm like, absolutely, please. I'm begging you. Like, I will pay you. I'll tip you to take the call. Please do.
You know what kills me when they're like trying to act sly when they're secretly on the phone. You just say, "Minimum."
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the driver's like, today
And then it gets awkward when you're like, what? And they're like, not
not you. And you see on their big Samsung phone, wife, love heart. Like, just speak out loud. But I want you to hide it.
man.
No, not you. Sorry.
Honestly, I couldn't care less, please.
My headphones have been on. I don't care.
Honestly, please.
No.
I'm talking. I don't care.
Audrey, how's your week been?
Oh my God, we haven't done that yet.
No, we didn't talk about driving.
I know. Do you know what? That was a good conversation. My week's been really good. What did I do? My memory is like a flipping sieve. Like I can't remember nothing, but it's been good.
Okay.
It's been productive. Yeah, and I've had a nice, pleasant week. Thank you.
Yeah.
We have like wins and L's of the week. So an L of the week can be anything, can be funny. Most of the time it's funny and chaotic. So have you had an L this week?
Oh my God.
Not like a serious L, by the way.
No,
yeah,
like that.
just like something light.
Yeah.
I
say that my
Yeah,
L's not bad.
don't trauma dump here. We did
No,
that
I
enough,
need
yeah.
to think about what I've been up to. Friday, nothing. Saturday, went to the fair. I'm trying to think what Anaya did when we went to the fair. That was pretty pleasant. Oh yeah, I did have an L actually. So yesterday I was shopping in Lidl, and I had like a candle and I dropped it and smashed it, and it was like like, you know, like when you're watching a soap opera, and it's like,
slow motion,
and it's like slow motion,
Yeah.
and then it feels like the background music stopped. Honestly, that it literally felt like, where's the music gone? Like everyone turned around and was looking at me, and I was with Anaya. She was like, naughty, mummy. She was like, she was like naughty. She was like, you broke it, and I was like, yeah, thanks, kid. Yeah, thanks for letting the people know. So that was pretty embarrassing. That was pretty embarrassing, smashing the candle, and then I had to be like, oh, I've already paid for that. So can I go? And he was like, go on then, go get it. So yeah, so that wasn't cute. And then a win. What wins have I had this week? You know when you're like, okay, I've got a win, but I don't want to, it might be too premature to like say. Do you know what? I think just getting through the week has been a win.
Sometimes it'd be like that, you know. A lot of the time.
I'm just like, do you know what? I made it another day, and I'm happy and I'm grateful. But generally, it's been a really good week. Yeah,
Love that.
Yeah.
What's yours?
My L. I'll start with my L. So guys, you know, I've been in the gym. Attempted to be in the gym. Well, actually, no, I've been in the gym. I've been in the gym 6 days last week. Don't play young.
Come on.
My L of the week. So you know when you go to the gym, you have to do a lot of washing. Now I only have 5 leggings, and I go 6 times a week. So that washing machine stays on.
Yeah.
Okay. So I ran out of leg. So I have 5 leggings. There's one legging that's like a pale blue. Now I don't know who I thought I was buying that pale blue legging, because when you put it on, it shows it's like wearing white leggings. It shows everything. So usually I wear like a long top over it, because obviously my bum, I don't need it to see everything. Just cheeks and everything. And I like to run on the treadmill because I'm addicted to the Peloton app now. Anyway, I decided to this day, I was like, you know, I'm going to be confident. I'm going to wear my short, not a short top, but a normal top. Again, washing clothes every other day makes the clothes weak.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. I am mid-squat. Mid-squat. And I'm like, I can feel some cold breeze. Now, there's a lot of fans in the gym and there's AC.
Okay.
So I'm like, I feel cold breeze, but maybe it's just because like I'm wearing the thong, you know? Switching it up a bit. Cheeks are a bit free. I'm squatting. As I've turned around, I'm like looking for Manny. I'm like, where is he? I see him from across the gym, but he's looking at me like he saw a ghost. And I'm like, what? And he's like, and I'm like, what? I'm there, like, literally dusting my bum. Like, what happened? I haven't done anything. Because I did hip thrusts before, and I sat on the floor, but I was like, surely if it's dirty, like, he wouldn't make that much of a big deal with it. He's like, turn around. I look in the mirror. The stitching. It wasn't like torn, to be fair, but it was loose enough that whilst I was squatting, it probably was expanding.
What pant were you wearing?
What
pant were you wearing?
I was wearing a thong, Christiana, but the problem is the thong was inside my ass.
I know that.
Yeah, so it was cheeks and the things we bought to the gym that day.
So you have to walk back.
I had to tie. He had to figure out. Luckily, he was wearing like what are they called? Not windbreakers, but like runner coats. It was like a Primark one, so I had to tie that round me.
Oh, nice.
But by then, I'd already squatted in front of the whole damn gym. And now one legging down, so now I only have 4 leggings to take me to this goddamn gym. And I'm not buying anymore. I went on Gymshark website the other day.
They're having a sale soon.
I need a code. That's more than 10%.
They're having a sale on
reduce it. But yeah, I'm 1 legging down. The gym has seen my nyash. And now I need to buy new leggings and everything's expensive. I need to go to Primark. I'm not graduating beyond Primark because I don't know what you Gymshark people are trying to prove with your £52 leggings.
Stephanie, I paid £52 the other day and I screamed.
No, why? I'm not doing it. Yeah. I'm not doing it for gym leggings.
You have to, the thing with Gymshark, you have to, when you're getting those £52 ones, you have to buy it under pressure. You have to buy it under duress because if you have time to think about it.
And I had time to think, boy. I was thinking long and hard. I said, no. I said, I know Primark fails me, but we'll cop another one. We'll cop another one.
When it's payday.
And I had to check the other leggings. All the leggings other leggings are bobbling in between the thigh. But I said, I'll take it because it's £52. And it came to a point, I was watching all the fitness influencers vlogs to try and get their Gymshark codes, but they're all 10% off. I need more than that.
Yeah, I need more.
There's one day I spent £100
no.
in Gymshark. And it was because I think the next day I had my partner does fitness content. And so sometimes he'll be like, oh, we've got this thing. And I was like, I don't have an outfit.
Yeah.
So then it's under duress that I'll go to gym shop,
Done.
and then it's like it's 100, and like it pains me every time because it's like there were options, there were other options if you were more prepared.
There was Primark, there was Tesco. Listen, Tesco do good
You
gym
be
leggings.
saying Tesco.
F&F? Them gym leggings be soft.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I'm one legging down. I only have 4, Cristiano.
Oh.
I only have 4, Drew.
Can I say TikTok shop as well?
Nah. If
Why?
Primark can let me down like that, talk less on TikTok shop.
No,
Not that there's anything wrong with TikTok
Yeah,
shop.
I'm a bit of a
In
TikTok
case
shop,
my boss is watching.
addict.
Yeah, man. Some of it,
Get
like
some things from there.
my like bodysuit is TikTok shop, and that baby girl has lasted me a good year and a bit.
Listen, after that pale blue legging let me down like that, I'm not doing it. And I like to stretch. I be there stretch, trying to prove a point. Do cat stretches. I'm flexible. I'm like, don't let it fool you. I can lift and I can flex. No. Cause I don't.
The clothing said, but
You washing that thing. And I was like, yeah, of course it would tear. Look how many times we've washed it. I said, I only have 5 leggings. How can I wash that out?
It's gym wear. It should, you gotta wash it because you
Yeah,
sweat in it.
that's
you
what I'm
have to,
saying.
yeah.
My F&F leggings though have never let me down.
See?
I've had them F&F leggings for 2 years. You don't need to stop sleeping on Tesco. But yeah, that's my love of the week. I tore my legging.
And your
People
win?
potentially saw my ass.
Yeah.
And I probably didn't shave, so
Sorry, sis.
it could have been a bit hairy. I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
My win of the week is that it might be a fluke, guys, but I completed week 1 of Catch the 5K.
Oh. That's a big one. Congratulations.
Go on,
I
girl.
completed week 1. Week 1 is done. Now the problem is week 2, which is this week.
It's fine. Can we call each other on runs?
No, we can't, because you called me on my power walk this morning. I said, Christian, please get off. I can't breathe. You're like, hey, so I need to bend. I said, Christian, not now. Not now. I want a power walk. But week 2, but you see, I've realized what the problem is. What's stopping me from completing the runs? It's because I go forward and look at what the runs look like, and I really convince myself that I can't do it.
Why?
I just want to see what it is.
But you're someone that believes you can do things. most
Yeah,
of the
nah,
time.
but when I'm seeing it, like, don't give me the schedule in advance, and then I decide that I can't do it. It's like shock me whilst I'm
Yeah,
there.
because I get it. Sometimes you're like, do I have the emotional capacity?
Yeah,
to do
Yeah,
this?
no, because I went all the way to week 9. I said, I have to do all of this.
Why the hell were you, pardon me, why the hell were you up there week 9?
I just want to see what my weeks look like. Like, tell me in advance so I know what to expect. But
Nah,
now
you
I just
gotta
don't want to
read
do
it.
it. Because why are you saying I should run for a minute and a half?
That's all right.
No, I don't want to do that.
Fair.
How far will I go?
Far.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like being too far from home. Don't you get scared about being too far from home when you got to
Stephanie,
run?
I run it in bare fields.
Yeah, no, but because what if something happens, like you get a cramp or you need to go to the toilet?
I don't have that problem. You know damn well I don't have that
Yeah, you
problem.
don't have that. No, but not that. Or at least a wee. Not saying you just
Nah.
shit in the middle of the park, but just it. Like, a wee? You don't wee?
No, not really. And also, I've stopped taking a huge, I don't need water on a run, funnily enough. All right, so can I tell you, like, let me
You
be
must
frank.
check your kidneys.
No, let me be frank here, because I thought you need water whenever you work out. I was like, water. Then I went on a hike, right? And these established hikers, like they hike for a living, or like, well, a living hobby, side hustle. I don't know what it is, but they be hiking, and so it was like a little London hike, and the person I was with was like, do I need to bring water? And the person was like, no, I don't. Like, it's a 3-hour hike, but no. And I'm like,
They must also check their kidneys.
and I was like, wait, so you don't? So now when I'm on my like 30-40 minute run, I'm like, do I really need water?
You don't need to copy them, because we don't know the state of their kidneys. Not because they're hiking, please. We don't know the state. Drink the water. Drink the water, please. You drink the water, please. Yeah, I can't be too far from home. I can't.
To be
Because I
fair.
always make the mistake. You know when the coach says, oh, this is the halfway bell.
Yeah. Then you just go back.
No, but I forget. I'm so busy dying trying to catch my breath. I
I
just
hear
keep
it.
going. Then I realize I have to walk back.
Do you know what? I had this yesterday, yesterday and somewhere else. Oh no, I had it in spin, and I had it yesterday because I was at a fun day yesterday. And when I start running, there's a moment when sprinting, my brain just switches into I need to get it. And then I do that. Like, I don't
Yeah.
see anything behind me. I don't see where people are telling me to stop. I just zone out. Same with like spin. There was a point, like, me and Steph went to spin together, and they said, give it everything you've got. I think it's to Busy Signal or Vibes Cartel. And I just locked into the music, ignored the instructor, And then I was just riding. They're like, my friend was the instructor. She was like, "Go, stop!" I was like, "Oh, sorry."
You were out of it.
How was
like
this?
that, Yeah.
I had been stopped before she even said stop. I tapped out.
It was hell.
But I'm proud of myself because usually when things get too hard, I can do hard things. Running, when it gets too hard,
Yeah.
I can't. But I really pushed myself this week. I was like, at least complete week 1.
Amazing.
And I did it
Well done.
with the coach on. I found out that you can mute her though, so.
I thought you liked her.
I don't, me?
Kristen.
No, Denise.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
I
Denise.
don't like, I like Kristen.
Yeah, Denise
Kristen
you
can
don't
talk to
like,
me.
sorry.
Denise can't talk to me. She chats too much. How was your week?
It's been all right. What's my win of the week? Oh, so I've been panicking. I've had like a first birthday relationship type situation. I was panicking for a week straight. I was panicking about. It's like I want to get this right so badly. Like it's just first stuff nerves. And when it was done, I was like, so this is what you're panicking about. So like I'm kind of glad that that's over. So now I don't have to. And once because it's the first has been done, I feel like everything else you've done this before now.
Of course.
Like,
Yeah.
so that's really relieving. I realize that when I'm nervous, that my L of the week, me and Steph were just talking about this. When I'm nervous and I try to hide my nervousness, it comes out in my body. And it's very embarrassing. So talking about birthday, so I'm at this like fun day fitness event, right? And but it was also my boyfriend's birthday. So I was like, oh, you've got to do a cake. These are 100 people in this place. And I don't know most of them, by the way, because like that's your world.
Yeah.
Great. I'm here to support. Cool. But now I've got to walk through this and with a cake and do.
You've got to do up girlfriend.
Do girlfriend.
Listen, there's responsibilities to doing up girlfriend.
I was petrified the whole day. I'm like, you know, when you've built up this moment in your head. So I've been like, hey guys, how are we gonna do that? So cool. Towards the end, the music comes on, and I'm walking with the cake, and obviously I'm aware that like I'm trying to walk in beat as well. Fucking embarrassing.
It wasn't even embarrassing. It just looked like you were doing the sexy walk, but because I know you, I know you're doing and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. So when I saw the video, I was like, and a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
And normally, you know, when you're bringing in the cake, like people part ways. No one has parted because obviously, okay, it's a big hall and we've got sparklers. Right. So we worked out there's no point doing the sparklers because by the time you get to the other half of the sports hall, it'll be out. So everyone's doing da. No one's partying.
Move out the way, people.
No one's partying.
You've got the cake.
My God.
And I'm holding the cake like this, and I'm like, if you see the strut, I was like, and it was so unintentional that I'm like, I'm walking like a fucking bottle girl in the middle of like a gym.
Yeah.
I said,
But
I want to die.
It didn't look bad though. You had your back out and everything. I just, because I know you, I know that you were doing the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. But to everyone else, it just looked like a sexy walk with a cake.
See?
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's never as bad as how we think it is in our head.
No, you're fine. That's not even the L. The back was great.
Thanks.
I enjoyed it.
Thanks. I tried to work on it. I take creatine.
Yeah. Me, you, babe. I've had to stop for a bit.
Also, you know when you leave that stuff in a bottle for too long?
Oh my God.
Horrible.
When it goes down to the bottom and turns brown.
Okay.
Ew.
Okay, maybe I should stop getting my creatine off Amazon then. My one turns brown. It's originally blue. I just don't know if we should be drinking that stuff because I'm like, any drink that's that blue should not be consumed.
I have this with protein powder as well. The stench if you
Yeah.
leave that if you leave a bottle.
But I don't take milk-based protein anymore.
What's the alternative?
The farts were getting crazy. I have to declare the farts were getting insane. In order to save my marriage, I had to go to Claire Way.
You are actually lactose intolerant though, so that
You
that
know,
would-
it
must
was
be-
base.
She's so lactose, and the thing is, when you go out with her, she will get like the Oreo. Like I've been out with her so many times, and she's like, "The milkshake, please." I'm like,
Then I
Well,
rush
I
everyone.
get pina coladas in the club and everyone cusses me for it. So
I love a pina colada.
I do too.
But that's coconut milk, right?
yeah, but apparently it's not appropriate in the club.
It is.
Hey,
According to my friends, it isn't.
Let me
They're
tell you
like,
something.
Are you drinking pina colada? And I'm like, yeah.
Let me tell you something. I am all for making them make cocktails in places they don't make cocktails. Because a lot of clubs, they'll be like, we don't do that. Okay, so put Chambord with a bit of pineapple juice and add some soda, please.
It's not hard. Yeah, do it. If you've got the ingredients, make it happen.
What's your problem? Like, really, what's your problem?
Older, Ray. Because if I'm in a club, I'm going to need something to get me through that.
You hate clubs so much.
I don't hate clubs. I hate club culture. What it's turned to. I liked clubs when people actually used to dance. I don't like clubs where you go there and everyone's just standing against the wall staring at each other. Because then it's just awkward.
Yeah.
Because then the person that does dance, everyone brings out their phones and starts
everyone
filming
makes
them.
fun of them for doing what you're supposed to do in that environment. Actually, that's deep.
Do you know how many pictures of when I was younger, pictures of me in the club, as in on their official Facebook page, sweating?
Same.
Now you can't.
Oh,
do
you
that.
can't. Yeah, because you can't sweat after. Like, that's
you can't.
crazy.
No, you can't. And we didn't even have the setting spray like that.
No,
Yeah.
it's
We
just
still dance.
matte powder gone.
Yeah, literally just Maybelline matte mousse.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Premium to finish,
was like
scattered, just scattered, literally.
In our business casual.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a time.
Then you wait for the Facebook
Sweat out the
photos
blazer.
to be uploaded on
Yeah.
Facebook. You tag each other, then you share what?
No, we used to tag up each other in the worst pictures and we would actually be proud. It's like there's like a picture of you throwing up on the side and then your friend will tag you and you
Tag
actually
you.
post
It's
it.
like, I had a time.
Yeah, you're just like, time was had.
Legit,
Here
before
for
I
a long
lost-
time, here for a good time, not a long time.
Before I lost my old Facebook page, all my tagged photos of uni, DMU, just drunk everywhere. Just
Same.
finished.
Can I just say also, the way we didn't know how to dress, the things we would make work for business casual was insane.
It's
No,
insane.
it's actually mad.
Like, we'd do print and blazer.
Print, exactly.
And then fat belt
No,
to cinch it all
literally,
in.
like a big chunky belt. No, I need to dig this picture out. It may possibly be on my Facebook, but I can't even think of where those login details are. But I was wearing a waistcoat. I was wearing jeans with a waistcoat with like a vest up underneath, but with a tie.
Just tie and chest.
Just
and
tie and
chest with a waistcoat. And I actually thought I looked good. And I was, mind you, I was cleaning up still. But like, I can't even believe I dressed like that. And yeah, it was a time. It was a time.
I want to ask, you're really confident and really stylish, right? When did you come into your style, do you think?
Ooh. Do you know what? I think like later. Like, the thing with me is I'm not that experimental. I think it appears that way because I know what suits me and I just stick to it. Do you know what I mean? Like I kind of have a uniform. I will say I was doing clean girl before clean girl was a thing, except for it wasn't clean girl. It was just basic and boring. Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough, man.
And this was like back in the day. I've just always been very much like my uniform just used to be like leather jacket, black top, leggings and jeans. Like that would just always be my uniform. As I've gotten older, I experiment a little bit more with like color and texture and stuff like that, but generally I just stick to what I think suits me, and then and I just feel more confident that way.
When do you think you learned what suits you? Because obviously I'm still in my
I think it's fun to like experiment and not like fall into trends too much, because otherwise you're just chasing an ever changing cycle. It's just long. I feel like, I don't know, oh my gosh, no way. Gosh, I forgot. I'm 40 now. My God. I'm 40 now. So I'd probably say like my early 30s, you know? I feel like that's probably when I clocked like, no, this is what suits me. Let me stick to it. Like I know what my assets are and just accentuate those things and then just, you know, let the other things fade into the background. But yeah, I think I'm becoming a bit more experimental as I'm getting older, because now I'm less like, when I was younger, I was obsessed with being sexy all the time. Because I was obsessed with getting guys. Like that's all I thought about. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have any like responsibilities. My whole thing was just men, like guys. So I dressed for the male gaze, I would say, back in the day. As I've gotten older, I don't care about the male gaze anymore. So I dress for me and I dress in what I like. And actually, if men don't like it, then I probably should be wearing it.
That's
Do you know
it.
what I mean?
That's it.
So yeah, there's a bit of that. But I generally think that my style's quite like basic, but in a good way. Like I'm just very casual, like very chilled. But I experiment. So like I will do like athleisure, I will do like a tracksuit. Like I love like sportswear still. And then I can just be very like blazer, t-shirt, jeans and a loafer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really just depends on my mood.
Yeah.
It really does, yeah.
Where do you go for inspo? Do you like, so I'm like an avid Pinterest and like if I see a nice outfit on Instagram, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna save it.
Yeah.
Like do you go
absolutely,
there?
I have to. I don't think I'm a fashion girly. I don't think it comes naturally to me. But that's what I do love about influencing and social media. The fact that like the girls that are, you can draw
Yeah.
inspiration from them. And I feel no way about doing it. Like, there's so many girls who I love best, like so many girls. Like, who I say that and I can't even think of anybody off the top of my head. But like, for example, Jess. Oh my God,
Jess Hunt.
Jess Hunt.
Yeah.
I love her.
OG.
I love her style. Who else's style do I like? I actually really like Gunner's girlfriend Brianna. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? I just take from like different people that are doing different things. Like, I really like Molly May style. Like, but yeah, just really simple, like classic kind of vibes. And then every now and then I'll wear like an army pant, you know, just throw people off a bit. But yeah, like, I feel no way about drawing inspiration from people. Like, no way, because some people it just comes more naturally to them.
Yeah, sure.
You know?
It
Who
comes
are your
naturally.
style
Yeah.
I don't know. I've only come into my style looking at style things this year.
True.
Because like
I think
you've
so.
always been like, I'll be like, Steph, help. I go to Steph for a lot of my styling advice. Like, I like ugly shit, by the way. Like,
Yeah, Tolly's like that.
I love like, if I show you the types of shoes,
Oh my God.
like Steph has made fun of me because there's like a kicker, for example.
It wasn't the kicker.
It was the kicker.
It was it that
the
the
one
shoe.
with the platform, the thick platform underneath.
was that the one you wore the thick sock?
No, that's another kicker. That one I don't have a problem with, so mind your business.
No, that's the only reason why we were laughing at that one,
The
because of the
thick
thick sock.
No, I'm talking about the one that looks like, you know, the shoes that level out people's legs.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a
okay, yeah, no,
orthopedic
that one,
shoes.
yeah.
Yeah, so
I-
it's like a thick block and it's a
Yeah.
kicker, right? And like it's a T-bone. Like, do you remember the T-bone kickers from school? Like,
Yeah.
but with a thick, like, when I say the
Like a
block,
platform.
yeah, the platform is like that thick.
Sheesh.
And then obviously I wear it with a free sock, right? And I'm culotte. And I took a picture of it. I was like, oh, I'm wearing my new shoes. The whole friendship group cooks me.
Oh.
And it's, I love
that shoe was crazy.
I love it. Like, right now, I'm obsessed with the Vibram.
Yeah,
What, the shoes that look like
finger toes.
Tolly's
yeah.
got those.
I think they're so cool.
Oh my God, we literally just had this conversation. Where the hell were we? We were just having this conversation about that shoe. Maybe it was just last week in the studio. And she said the exact same thing. She does like an ugly shoe. But I feel like she liked an ugly shoe, but then it's like, girl, you're not wrong, you're just early.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
So it will be like something that seems so wild, and then months later it's trending. Everyone's wearing them. So I just don't have that kind of foresight. That's why I say I'm not a fashion girly. Like, I don't have that kind of like innovation. You know?
Well, this is my point. Like, because I've been like this from young, and I've been like, you're just not seeing, like, when kickers had like like they would have shoes with prints on it, like rainbows and flowers. I'd get them, and I was like, if you think they're ugly, it's because you don't know how to dress it yet. You don't know how to style it.
That's very
And
true.
I'm not saying that I do know how to style it in a way that other people accept, but I know how to style it in a way that I think is fun.
Yeah.
Which does it for me.
100%.
Do you get what I mean? So I was like, I've always said that if you have a big problem with a shoe being ugly, maybe that speaks to your innovation with style.
No, that kicker shoe, that kicker shoe. Was
It's
crazy.
not.
Vibrams I actually really like. I want them, but that kicker shoe was crazy.
I think
If I didn't know you, I would think.
Okay, right. And now let
They
me
will prescribe to you.
say
I'm not gonna
something, right? Let me say something, because this is everyone being prejudiced, right? Because if I was a goth girl, everyone would accept my
Yeah, because
shoes.
that's what them man do.
So why can I not do it?
Because you don't have aesthetic. You're gonna wear that big ass shoe in this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think they prescribed it to you. Like, I'm gonna think that the doctor recommended it and they specially made that shoe
But
for you.
why, when the goth does it with their tights,
Because
is it
they've been
acceptable?
out here with their big ass. Like,
So,
that's their
so
thing.
because I'm not following trend, it means
that's not a trend. That's aesthetic.
okay, because there's a lot of them. If it's one
Are you
individual,
gonna wear that big ass shoe in this and tell me that it's gonna make sense?
and it would make sense because it's still a shoe. It's
No,
still like
but
a
it's-
loafer
yeah, but
adjacent.
There's shoes for different outfits.
Yep.
That shoe, you can't wear that shoe in this.
So okay, tell me what outfit could I wear that platform shoe with?
That's the thing. I don't think the aesthetic of the shoe is so confusing because it's trying to be cute but hard at the same time. But medical as well.
Confused, babe.
Like, it's so confusing. I don't even know what you can wear it with. You might just have to go naked. The shoe will do all the talking for you. Just put some little nipple pasties on and go about your business.
With a platform kicker.
With a platform
Sweet
kicker,
vibe.
because it's just I do love an ugly shoe. I just not that shoe.
See, this is what makes, when I get money, I will like purposely do photo shoots with shoes like that just to prove a point. It's
Yeah,
like
that's
to feed
fine.
my inner.
Go ahead. Listen, I love an ugly shoe. Like Fazaya Longe is like up there in terms of like style inspos, and like she knows how to style. Like I see certain things that she wears, I'm like, I know if I saw that on the hanger, I'll think that was hideous, so I wouldn't look at it.
Yeah.
But the way she styles it always makes sense.
Yeah, that's when I think you know someone's really stylish.
Yeah, she's like really stylish. Like she can make anything look good.
Also, I'm really in awe of you know this, but I'm really in awe of maximalism and people making maximalism work. Because I was like, because I've always believed like personality in a place in a time where like everything's now very cutesy and clean girl, and that's really nice. But like, how do you make Max look nice? Do you get what I mean?
I think
I hear it.
I think it's how you style. I think if you're naturally like, because you have people that express their personality through their style, and I feel like when you're naturally like that, I feel like they don't overthink when they put together pieces. It's just based on their mood. There's one lady that I follow. She's like maximalist to the core. She recently got made redundant for Meta, but she's got like hundreds of thousands of followers, so she's good. She's good, if anything. Yeah. But you can tell by her personality that she doesn't overthink what her outfit. She just puts together stuff based on her mood, like her colors. Etc. She focuses more on colors rather than styles or silhouettes, etc. It's more of like the color and what she's the message she's trying to give out on that day.
Yeah.
And I think that's a way to like kind of embrace maximalism. I think it should be based more on like your mood or what energy you're trying to exert on that day, rather than like, oh, this goes like with that one. Like, you know how we do it, like, oh, this brown goes with this green, so I'm gonna wear my shoe that also has brown in it, which is what I did today, to be fair, because it all matches with them. It's like, what am I trying to say today? What mood am I trying to like exert?
That's what I'm like with my house. That's what I'm like with my house. Because I believe every room should have its own personality.
I thought you meant like with the crystal rocks and stuff.
No.
But again, no, like your house, your house, everything.
Like I'm trying to create a dopamine room.
Oh, dope.
So it's like bright colors. I have like, currently I have like this is so childlike, so forgive me. I have like a sensory room projector.
Sick.
And I'm just trying to, because it's like, you want you to come to your home and feel like, I really believe, like, again, maybe it's an upbringing thing, but like, your house was your parents' house. Do you get what I mean? And then when you have your own space that you can now make your own, I feel like, you know, I don't know if you've had this, but I couldn't eat sweets when I was a kid because my parents would tell me not to. So there's a point in my childhood where I was like, like early teenagehood, where I was like, because I have agency over my own body and I can spend my money on what I want. So sweet. It's kind of like that, but interior.
No, I hear it. Do you know what? There was a point in maybe the late 90s, early noughties, where the aesthetic was like every room was a different colour. So there was like, you'd go, maybe the bathroom was blue, one bedroom was green, another bedroom was red. Like, I low-key miss that because now, and listen, I love a sort of clean aesthetic looking house or whatever, but it's quite samey. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not mad at, I really rate people that just do what they want to do and they don't stick to templates, or they don't, you know, go here for inspo and they just do what comes to their head. Like, I think that's dope. I'm not that way inclined. Like, it doesn't come to my head. I need inspiration. Like, I would have to go to IKEA and just be like, right, I want that kitchen. Give me everything that's in it. And then I'm going to just go and replicate it in my space. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm here for maximalism. No, I like it because I feel like we're too heavy on the minimalism now, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know the era I hated? The whole grey era. Oh my, with the crushed velvet, Jesus Christ, and the mirrored curtain, oh my Lord.
So, like,
oh my God.
We were the queens of crushed, live, laugh, love.
Oh, it was everywhere.
Crushed velvet. Yeah.
That's how when I got my flat, I was like,
yeah.
We still have grey flooring because
I've got grey
it's
carpets.
expensive to swap out flooring, apparently, especially if you want herringbone. Apparently, that's a
Herringbone
problem.
is so expensive.
Apparently, that's a problem. Then I convinced myself that I could do it myself, and I saw the guy brought out a ruler in the video. I said, never mind.
Yeah, no, forget it.
If I have to
ain't got that kind
calculate
of patience.
anything, please.
The patience is
But
like,
yeah,
because you got to do it at angles.
You got to do it and be cutting things. Like I said,
I want to be a DIY queen so badly.
Yeah, see, I wish I could be that kind of babe as well, because how handy.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what they quote you for shit?
Hey,
Like if I could do it myself, I see the girls and they bring out the saw machines
and
and
they
they
do
just
it
be like,
themselves.
so I
Honestly.
made this, and I'm like,
How? I don't have I can't even do a flat pack.
I can't.
Like the patience, no, it's sick. Honestly, if you've got that skill set, like my friend Kaya, she's really good with that. Like she did her
So
whole flat by
cool.
herself. It's just her and her son. She did everything, and I'm like, no, I rate you highly because that's sick.
Can't.
Yeah, I could never in my life.
Let me quick. From when the man was asking me how many doors are in the room, I said this is gonna be expensive. So what do you need the doors for? I'm talking about the floor. Ask about doors. He was like, no, because we're gonna have to remove that. I was like, remove them.
Yeah, it's all mad.
I can unscrew it myself. What do you mean? No, it's expensive. Like, when I moved into my flat, I was dead broke. I spent my last penny on the solicitors, boy. I tried to stretch it out. So luckily, when I moved it, everything was built in, so I didn't have to buy a fridge.
Oh,
I didn't have to buy.
nice.
Literally had nothing. But now we're getting to the point where, like, okay, now we actually need, like, the white is off white, the white walls are off white, the doors are chipping. I'm like, we need to make this place feel like a home. So like, we've been trying to like do little bits, and we have, but we're like, okay, cool, we need to remove the carpets. But the quotes we've been getting,
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah.
and I feel like everyone's being like super, like, they don't want to be upfront about it. So they'll ask bare questions of like, almost to like assess you before they
see
give
where
you a
you're at.
price.
Yeah.
It's come to a point I've removed my WhatsApp photo.
The one thing that bugs me is like,
So I don't know what they're using to judge me.
one thing that bugs me is like, you can't go on websites and just get a quote there and there. Like, as I've got older and I've started to need services, I'm like, so you can't just tell me roundabout what this costs. And it's like, they judge it based on the person.
On the person.
Because you're going to scam me.
And then when you Google it, they'll be like, anything from 150 and 5,000 pounds. Excuse me.
How?
So
Where do I fall in
Yeah,
this?
exactly.
Bro, ask me how many doors. What does doors have to do with
So
you?
annoying.
He was like, take pictures for me. I was like, I can't take pictures for you, sir. I'm not. I tried to find the floor plan or something. I was like, I can't show you the house. I don't know what you're using to judge me. This is what you're doing, corner. I'm asking you how much. You're asking me to send you pictures and tell you how many doors are in the room. Because I know he'll hear ensuite and they think they're rich. I'm not. It's just Essex, okay? It's just
And it's just a little
Essex.
bathroom next
It's
to the
literally, you can't have two people in there.
Because you
not
know,
what you
like
think.
builders now, they like to make a cupboard
Yeah.
and turn it into the bathroom, and it's like, well, you've got an
Yeah,
ensuite,
yeah.
so
It was literally the wardrobe. I keep telling Manny, I was like, that was the wardrobe. And then they clocked that they fucked up and added another wardrobe, the built-in wardrobe. But you can tell that so basically the room is so small that the built-in wardrobe and the bed, there's literally just like this much gap. So you can tell it was an afterthought.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like that for the whole estate. Bellway, you pay for your crimes. In the kitchen, there's nowhere to put the bin. So the bin is literally in the living room. They literally forgot about the minor details. So now everyone has an ensuite, but like you have no room to shift around your bedroom. Because the wardrobe is just coming out the wall like that. Coming out the wall like some people have actually knocked theirs down. As in, it's a thing in the estate, in the group chat, that they all go get this one guy, Johnny, to like knock everyone's
that makes
wardrobe.
sense though, because he knows what he's doing.
Because at least be able to move. Like me and Manny can't cross paths in front of that wardrobe, you know.
But this is what I'm saying, to be able to sell it, they were like, by any means necessary, so we can upcharge it.
Listen, the property market is not looking good, bruv.
Cheeky.
It's not looking good, bruv. Everyone stay in your yard. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Audrey, I want to talk about you in reality TV.
Yes, let's do it.
So you are very, I want to say experimental, but obviously we've seen like your whole journey through receipts, and now you've got your own podcast, you've got your parenthood podcast. Like, you are the queen of starting something new and making it work. How do you, again, we all come from parental trauma, the right way to do things, a traditional, this is a set way. So how do you keep on innovating and like finding your thing and being like, you know what, I'm going to bank on myself?
Yeah, do you know what? That wasn't easy for me, you know? Like, I feel like a lot of that stuff was birthed out of like, I don't want to use the word trauma because I think it's too heavy, but like, just like, okay, I've always known I had to do stuff on my own. Like, I feel like even when I started doing receipts, I never thought it would become what it is. I literally, it was just a hobby when I first started doing it, and it took me even a really long time to adapt to doing that full time. So I actually only quit my 9-to-5 in like 2022.
Wow.
Yeah, so the whole time I was still doing my PA job, and I honestly would probably still have that job today once they said that I had to go back to the office full time, I was like, okay, I can't juggle, because I was juggling and I was, I was able to do my 9 to 5 and record and do all of that simultaneously. And then once I was like, I'll come to the office full time, I was like, I'm gonna have to just bet on myself and just take the risk and do it. And it paid off. And I feel like I was very comfortable doing the podcast as it was, just very content. And I was like, no, it's really important that we all have things that are our own. And so I really had to like force myself to be like, no, what do you want to do? And so for me, the easiest thing was to lean on things that I loved. So I've always just loved reality TV. And with the recap, I was already doing that on Twitter Spaces. So me and Fevan, shout out Fevan, we were on Twitter Spaces like anytime, weekly, I'd say actually. And we'd just be chopping up with people on Twitter and just having really funny conversations that would go on for hours sometimes. Honestly, we'd start at like 7. And sometimes we wouldn't get off there till like 11.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, were you there? Because sometimes like the conversations were just so juicy, and we'd have these emergency ones, like if something happened in like Housewives like world or whatever, we'd put it and it would always be popping, and they'd be like international. The Americans would come, Canadians would come, whoever wanted to like join in. And so with the recap, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just step it up a notch and just do it in front of the camera. And I think because we already had our studio, it just made sense. I already had like a location, I already had a space. So I just brought Fevan and my friend Izza on, and we just started doing it. So I was like, no, I love reality TV. Start there and use it as a stepping stone to start seeing what it would look like, branching away from the, like, not being so dependent on the receipts. So I love it, and I still love it and all the rest of it, but I didn't have anything to call my own. And so that was that was like the first thing. That's what made sense originally, to like make that pivot kind of thing. And then with Raising Me and my parenting platform, that was something I kind of jumped on later. So it was my friend Aisha, who I do it with. She's my business partner and she's amazing. It was like her idea, and I just wanted to produce a podcast version of it. So she already had the idea to make it a platform. She already like had the name and all of this stuff. And I was like, well, if you want to turn it into a podcast, like this would be a really good opportunity for me to like start producing and like seeing what that looks like. And so that's how that was birthed, really. So I feel like everything I've done is kind of just been by accident, and so it hasn't necessarily been the most intentional thing, but they seem to be working. I mean, I say that there hasn't been an episode of Recap for a while. I will be back soon, I promise. But yeah, no, it was really, really important to me to like just believe in myself a bit more, because I struggled with being like me as an individual. Like I always think that when people think of me, they think of receipts, and I really struggled with thinking that people will take me on my own kind of thing. And then when I do stuff on my own, the reception's always so amazing, and that always just like gives me a boost of confidence that actually, you could do this. So yeah, so I'd say that that's how my journey's gone. And yeah, just being brave. Like it's hard, but we've got to do it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
How do you feel about Nene coming back?
Do you know what? I said this on my vlog on my YouTube channel, Just Call Me Audrey. I'm not excited about Nene coming back.
I thought you would have changed her mind, because I saw it with your vlog.
Yeah, I'm not excited about it, because I just think that Housewives in general has already lost its spark.
Yeah.
And what I was basically saying was that when they first started filming these shows, there was no filter, because there was no measuring stick.
Yeah.
So people really were organically coming on these shows and just sharing their lives. As social media's become a thing and people's opinions are so like intense and so like these people are so accessible to us, I think it makes people more guarded. And I think the Nene leaks, that was so funny, and I'm not saying she's not all of those things, so I still think Nene is meme, legendary icon. But she's not going to give what she was able to give in 2010. She just isn't. Like, she's Nene Leakes, she's a household name now. She was already delusional, but now she's saying to be even more delusional amongst these other women, that she's got this superiority complex. No one gives. What makes all these shows really good in the beginning is that they give us so much access to their real lives, and once they become celebrities in their own right, they're not going to do that. So I think it's going to fall flat. Anytime an OG's come back, it's fallen flat. Phaedra's fallen flat for me. Portia is doing well. She appreciates it and knows how to play the game. But I don't see it for Nene. I'm not excited.
I don't know. So Real Housewives lost me, I'll probably say 5-6 seasons ago. Basically, when Nene left, I left with her.
Same.
I loved Nene from like day one. Like, for me, Real Housewives of Atlanta was like the first time I saw like affluent black women, like, but in a reality TV form. And I was always so fascinated because they were all different characters. They were all super shady.
Yeah.
It felt like a cross between, I don't know, Footballers' Wives and like Bad Girls Club.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh my God, this is like fucking brilliant. But I do agree that as the seasons progressed and obviously they all like built their own brands, it did feel like it was a bit more censored. Don't get me wrong, it was still absolute madness that was happening.
Yeah.
But it felt like everyone was so cautious about protecting their own image that it wasn't as messy as before.
That's exactly it. And I think people want to be liked at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
it's like, no matter how much people are, you know, they put in a brave face, they say whatever, no one wants to go and read negative comments about themselves. And when you're going against the grain on these shows, people are going to have they're going to have an opinion.
And remember, on the internet, you have such a strong opinion that people feel like they know you.
Exactly. So I understand why people are not as like loud and as, you know, vibrant as what they were. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I want to be wrong.
Do you know?
I fear I won't be.
I do feel like she tried so many things on her own. Like she had that weird podcast talk show.
Yeah,
thingy.
that was a mess.
I don't know till this day. I don't know what she was trying to
from
do.
Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, that was a mess.
I don't know what she was trying to do there. And like I think she had her own spin-offs and stuff. Like I really enjoyed that wedding one.
Yeah, the wedding one was great. Yeah, that was good.
But I just feel like she belongs with the franchise. I don't think she works well by herself. Like as a meme, but I don't feel she works well by herself. Like to do carry a whole show by herself.
Exactly. She bounces off people. That is Nini's strength. Do you know what I mean? Like her wittiness and all of that. She needs to be having exchanges with people for her to really shine. So I just hope I hope so. I mean, listen, she's still Delulu. Yeah. Like when she does interviews and stuff like that. So you never know, she might bring it. I think Portia has not been a disappointment. She was maybe last season or the season before, I can't remember. Whenever she made her comeback, I was like, this fell flat. Like it wasn't giving. She talked about the divorce and all of that. But now it's starting to pick up again. So we'll see.
I do feel like her and her baby dad, was it Derek?
Dennis.
So they need to get back together.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It's too much.
I mean, it's very. They're very close, aren't they?
Even when she was married to the other guy, they were still quite close.
Weird. Yeah. They still seem to have be quite territorial over each other. And I find that odd, but yeah.
We'll see. Speaking of dealing with the internet and just people having opinions constantly, you've been doing this for 10 years. I know because I've been there. How do you deal with obviously you guys were audio for a very long time, then you went into visuals, etc. And I feel like with I was saying this on the last episode, clips in general,
oh my God,
can land you in hot water.
Yeah.
How do you deal with so many people having so many opinions about the show and you, etc.? How do you deal with that on a daily basis? Because we only get probably only experience a small tiny fraction of that. But even then, when we first started, we would get, even if we saw one bad comment,
check-in comments, guys, do you think I am?
Bring us
bring
down
my friends.
For,
Do you think?
To the point where I found that I had a speech impediment through the comments. Turns out I actually do. I have a tongue tie, but that played in my mind so much that I actually went to go find out whether I have something wrong with me.
They'll turn around and be like, bullying works. No, you motherfuckers, no, it does not. But yeah, sure. No, absolutely. Do you know what? I feel like I was exactly the same. Well, when we first started, clips and stuff weren't a thing. We were on audio for so long and we didn't even have our image out there for the most part. So people didn't really know what we looked like. None of us had massive followings on socials. Most of us had close to no followings on social. It was a very different time when we first came out, but we came out in the thick of Twitter. So I remember I was obsessed with checking the hashtag and I would always check the hashtag and see and for the longest part it was so positive. We didn't really get any negativity. It was all very positive. And so I think that we had a really good experience. And then obviously as things have progressed, once you become visual and stuff like that, there's just more for people to scrutinize kind of thing. I'll be honest, we don't get it that bad. Okay. Let me not say that. I don't know how bad it is because I make a conscious effort not to look at stuff. Yeah. That is one thing that I do not do that to myself. And I've literally had to say to my friends, Tolly and I, we're in so many group chats together, and I'm sure she says it in her group chats. So I always say to my friends, if you see anything, I don't want to know. That is how I protect myself. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this job because yeah, part of it is the interactions with the public, and of course people having their opinions, and I just feel like it's part of the job. So I've got thick skin in the sense of like, I understand it's part of the job. If you're going to be a visible person and you're giving your opinions and you're spewing your opinions, be prepared for people to give them back. I have no issues with people giving their opinions, obviously when it gets nasty. Because I don't feel like I'm nasty to people unless they deserve it. Do you know what I mean? Unless it's like people that are like heinous people or whatever. But for the most part, not really. Maybe on Patreon, child. But for the most part, not really. But so I'm open. Like, I don't mind people having their opinions. It's when it gets personal, when people take things too far, or when people like project like these standards onto you that they're not upholding themselves, or people are purposely obtuse. Like, stuff like that winds me up. But I don't look at it. I don't look at any comments. Like, if I do anything, I don't care. Like, even if it means I missed the good ones. And unfortunately, that's a shame, because there are so many people that do have kind things to say. But I just feel like if those things are meant to find me, I will see them. But I don't look at anything. Like, I literally never look at YouTube comments. I never look at any comments of like any clips that we put out. And like, even with the clips and stuff, like, we decided to put our like mental health first. So we don't really clip anything that is going to be controversial or clickbaity, and it's just not really worth it, because sometimes the trolls and stuff like that can like draw out. To us, it's not worth it. Sometimes a clip will just go viral. It's out of your control. It is what it is, and if that brings more eyes on the podcast, great. But I really don't pay attention to it. Like, I'm sure there's so much horrible, nasty stuff, but personally I don't see it. And even on my socials, that stuff is very much filtered. Like, you can't write nothing mad on my comments. Like, in fact, if you don't follow me, you can't comment. Like, my DMs are off. They've been off for years. You know, the only people that can DM me are people that I follow back. And so I'm very strict around here. I don't play that, because I'm quite a sensitive person. So I'm like you. Like, you can see, like Gaga said, you can see 99 good comments and then you see one bad comment and it will ruin your day. For me, that's not worth it. So I just protect myself. So I'm thick-skinned in the sense of like, yeah, have your opinion. Like, I don't mind like a back and forth if it's respectful, but I don't look at stuff.
Sorry, I need to cough. I've been holding
No,
it in
yeah,
the whole
please
time.
do.
Please.
That's do you know how many times that's happened to me?
Oh my God. I was like,
yeah, no, it's
sorry,
yeah,
I'm like,
and I was on
gems.
a roll, child.
No.
Yeah,
But
so that's how I deal with it.
yeah, that makes so much sense, because I think we've gotten to a point now where we don't read the comments, because we get enough notifications that we don't see it. But back in the day when things, obviously we just started, no one knows us, and you'd be so excited to see one comment, they're like, why is she speaking like that?
Yeah, no,
or like,
literally.
oh, the reading. But now it's like, I think the more you do it and the longer you do it for, you kind of get used to
you get
it.
a thick skin.
Yeah.
You get a thick skin. Yeah.
I remember Steph once, because I'm so sensitive and I will hyperfixate on the one thing they say about me. Like, I'm like, I think someone once told me, because I gave the advice I gave to a dilemma, someone turned around and she was like, well, I know this person has cheated on cheating on their partner like me. And I was just like,
how did we get here, hon?
girl?
Yeah.
The projection was insane.
Some
I was
of the
like,
conclusions people come up with is actually mental. Yeah.
And then I think I even got more worked up, because I was like, imagine I was in a relationship with someone that was insecure. Then what? So now you're going to bust up my whole relationship, have a man thinking, and then you don't even know, because you don't know me. You don't know anything out there. Yeah. So I was like, oh, what I'm dealing with kind of thing. And I was just like, I remember calling her and Steph was like, by the way, we signed up for this. Yeah. So it's either you just get a grip, or you just don't.
Was someone you knew?
no.
I thought you said you called her.
No, I called
her.
Steph.
Yeah. Okay, my bad. Yeah.
And she was like, you're sensitive, so just don't. You can't do it. And especially like there's certain clips like when we talk about men.
Yeah, those ones always do numbers, because they crawl out the woodworks.
God!
They come out of nowhere. Men like you didn't.
These women will never find a man.
Yeah, I know.
And
That's
it's
all
like
they say.
old
Mind
men.
you, people are out here happy, and
You
it's
get-
actually insane.
Do you know the amount of times they've cussed us out? That's why you lot are single. I'm like,
They
You married,
They
but-
think that is a They think it's an insult.
Yeah.
They think that, but it's a brand new day. Like, we don't give a shit about that anymore. Like, those things don't.
I think I'm literally there's at points where I'll get in my bag and I'll be like, but that doesn't define anyone. So what? Who are you insulting with that?
Yeah, exactly. It really draws. I don't know where. This is like a cesspit of really angry men when these like clips of women. It's insane, and they never have the energy for the male podcasters that
No.
Exactly.
they just it's weird.
Dare a woman have a personality?
Oh, they hate it.
Oh my
here.
God, they hate it.
They
You go on their
hate
profile,
it,
you see
yeah.
the big men with kids that look like us. Look
It's
like
not
us.
like me and Steph will be like, this is the one
Yeah.
speaking, by the way.
Exactly. Imagine.
I have a confession. Back in the
Imagine.
day, when what I used to do is I would go on their profile like photos of their kids, so they know that I went and I saw. So I'll go on. I'll do it. We just
like
got it.
threat.
I'll do a little like on the kids thing. I don't do it anymore. But like, that's how worked up the comments used to get. I was like, they were like randomly. Not that we're saying anything wild, because even with our clippings, like before the clippings were taken over by someone else, thank God. I used to do the clippings, but I always used to be very cautious because, even just thinking about like work and stuff, like because we still work.
Yeah.
Just like being conscious of, okay, yes, we want people to talk and we want to go viral or whatever, but we don't want to do that at the cost of our
Livelihood.
livelihoods and our mental health, and also our friends and family. So I always I'm very strategic about what clips we put out there. But you do see people, and I see like sometimes like even new podcasts now, I was talking about it last week, where they will say, is that almost like they're intentionally clipping like the wildest part for that reaction, but then when it's a negative reaction, you can tell they can't take it, because then they start responding personally via the the podcast profile, and I'm like, I see, like, how I say, I work at a social media company, so I see the extent that people go to go viral, but I also know that not all virality is good virality.
Yeah.
What you go viral for also counts. Like, there's certain brands that will not touch you because of the kind of controversy that you dabble in, and if that defines your entire brand, you're not gonna get paid. So really, there's no point you doing all of this, because the most you'll get is maybe like a TikTok creator fund, and even then they have guidelines. And if you're breaking that, you're not making no money from nothing. You're just doing all of this for attention.
Yeah, you'll just get a bit of clout. And the thing is, these brands, they put blockers on people's names. Like, I can't even remember. It was like we were gonna do an ad with someone, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, we could take the blocker off now," and it wasn't because of anything we did. It was because we were working with a rival company. So I didn't even know. Yes, I didn't even know the blocker thing was on. So you, just to validate your point, it's as easy as that. Do you know what I mean? So they could see something, they'd just be like, this is mad. I'm probably not going to remember you guys, but let me just put a block on your name. Do you know what I mean? Just in case I ever, just in case I forget and want to work, I must remember that you did this. So I do think it is. And also, just like, there's a lot of podcasts now that don't even exist. There's a lot of people that are making clips, like where Aisha and I used to record the Mummy podcast. The guys that own that studio said that people come there just to record clips. There isn't actually full format.
This makes sense, because like sometimes, and it's particularly men, but like there are some, I've come across clips where it's like you don't see the interviewer, you just see the mic. And so I'm not wait, hold on.
Role play.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying the trauma didn't hurt you, but what I'm saying is you must respect me as a man and allow me to lead. But who are you talking to? And it's like the angle, it's like, I said, yay. You think we don't know, because it's they're all doing it. It's the same blueprint. They're all in the same angle, same mic. Where's the interviewer?
Exactly.
There's no back and forth.
No.
It's just like, and
It's
this
just
is
them
what I
trying shit.
mean.
Yeah.
Like with women, if you want a good man,
Don't themselves be mashing work, boy.
And this is the thing, they want to, they're just doing it under the guise of a podcast.
words.
But there's no podcast. So you have all these venomous feelings that you want to spew, that you want to get off your chest about women, but instead of actually doing like anything but the work, instead of actually doing a podcast legitimately, you're booking studio time to go and just get these thoughts off, to make it appear like a podcast, but there's no podcast. And that's happening a lot. That's happening a lot.
This is why I was saying to Steph the other day, I'm really conscious of like being fooled by how people speak. I love words. I love a good word, like vocabulary and learning new vocabulary. I'm like,
yeah.
But one thing I'm always mindful of is how people are enthralled by cadence of speech, because I'm like, it is so, when you hear someone speak in a particular way, and like there's a particular rhythm and that makes it sound like, I'm like, this is what gets people. And because you sound articulate, you then think everything that person is saying is fact, and they're someone, they must be intelligent because of the way they speak, and they just because they know a few words.
Exactly.
And it's like, you don't know you're being duped because that man is chaos. But
Exactly.
5 baby moms,
Yep.
can't commit.
Yep.
Do you know, like doesn't know how to love, has no emotional
Exactly that.
intelligence.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? But that's who you're gonna take just because you
because.
sound like you know what you're saying and because you can articulate a certain point.
Or just because they're a man.
Yeah,
Just because literally they're a man with a mic, so you you'll prop up and listen. But women have been speaking sensually for years, and you haven't heard anything that women have.
There's one guy on TikTok Live that does. Every day he's branding himself as a relationship coach. I won't say what he does as TikTok content because then everyone will know who it is. But it's completely different to what he does on TikTok content. So I was shocked when I went on his TikTok Live, and it was basically teaching men how to like attract women, but like in a very sinister way. It was almost like how I can describe is like 48 laws of power kind of manipulation. So like things you should do, like you know what she looks out for, like
it's giving grooming.
I was like,
this is
how is this content?
So the same person who wrote 48 Laws of Power has a book on seduction, the rules of seduction. And I remember seeing someone read it, so I was like, let me get that. Like, I love books about sexual wellness, all that type of stuff. I'm like, I'm really intrigued by it. When I say I picked up this book, I got like a few pages in, and I was like, this is so manipulative and dark because it takes the concept of 48 Rules of Power and uses it for human relationships, but romantic relationships.
It doesn't work.
And it's so manipulative. It's like when you take manipulation and put that in love, it is something dark. And I remember reading this book and I'm like, oh no, this ain't for me. Like this is too much. Like I couldn't get through it. And normally I'm good because I'm good with books because I can be like, that's bullshit. Yeah. Okay, I kind of get that point. I can see where that comes from. But this was like somewhere in the realms of whatever this is teaching people, I want no part of it. I don't want this information in my brain because it's very like, how can we use people's emotions to get the better of them and to to groom? It's very strange.
It doesn't work.
Scary times.
And have you seen the guy? There's a reason why he wrote 48 Laws of Power. You see the thing that wrote that small boy. His name was small, but old man.
Old man, yeah.
And when he speaks, he sounds like he's crying. It's
but again, people overcompensate, you know.
I think that's like this one sat down and wrote this kind of dark book.
I told you, everyone's dealing with their battles, you know. Everyone is just a boy and just a girl.
We're all,
we're literally all just boys and girls. Before we move on to Reddit Realness, I did want to ask you one question. Now, there are a lot of people that obviously saw you guys start your podcast 10 years ago and were super inspired by it. Me being one of them. Obviously, it took us 10 years to start it. But I wanted to ask, what advice would you give for up-and-coming podcasts? So obviously, I listened to the episode with Joyce and I really enjoyed that because it was it was refreshing to hear like podcasts, especially like obviously well-established podcasters talk about like the reality of like doing this for such a long time. What advice do you have for obviously us small babies and people that are looking to start? What advice do you have for them in terms of like navigating the podcasting space in this day and age where there's so much pressure to like be a video podcast but also be like a game show but also be like all the other things? Like, what advice would you give?
Yeah, do you know what? It's so much harder now. So I rate everybody for like being able to like create video podcasts because it's really expensive. It's really time consuming. When we started, we literally just used to go to the audio. We just used to go to Dan's studio. Shout out Savage Dan. We would record once a week and it cost us 40 quid and we would split that between 4 of us. And even then we were crying and complaining about it. So now, like, shout out to everyone that's doing it because all of this equipment, the time, the lighting, the paying the editors and all of that, or editing, making the clips, it is a lot. So, but I would always say, and I've always said that you just have to be consistent. I feel like my number one piece of advice I've always said is like, if you've got a podcast or you want to start one, really think about what it is you want to be talking about. Because I feel like a lot of podcasts, they start off as something quite nichey, which is, there's nothing wrong with doing something nichey or doing something that is, you know, a very specific interest of yours because you will find your audience. There's people that like all types of things. It's just about them finding you, right? But what I find is that a lot of people will start doing something, maybe it's like a finance podcast or if it's like, I don't know, something about the animal kingdom, I don't know, I'm just saying anything random. And then they'll see that maybe it's not picking up traction as quickly as they like. I feel like because of the internet, everybody feels like everything has to be so fast, like you have to have overnight success. And then what will happen is they'll slowly start to talk about hot topics and like social issues. And again, there's nothing wrong with that if you want to pivot, but if your original idea was the original idea, try to stick to it. Like, don't feel like you have to jump on board with what everybody else is doing in order to like find your lane. Your lane can be your niche, you know. Don't love your job your love. Do you remember when that clip was going viral? Did you see that? Oh my God, it was some random woman. And she was like, I'm glad you guys laugh because it's her lady cock and ball. And she was like, do you know what? Don't love your job your love. And everyone was dragging her because everyone was like, what the fuck does that mean? You're chatting shit.
I thought you were going to say something super deep.
No, I was copying that woman. She was chatting shit. But yeah, no, I think that really think about what it is you want to talk about. Is it something that you're truly passionate about, or are you finding a niche because are you doing a niche thing because you truly love it and therefore you don't care if you have 3 listeners a week, or are you doing something niche because you want to go against the grain? If you genuinely love popular culture and you love reality TV and you love things that are like popular, just do it, because I feel like you're gonna shine when you're passionate about what you're talking about. And the opposite applies both ways, right? If you're doing something niche and you love it, stick to it. Don't feel like you need to like divert your content just because you want to attract more followers and you want to get more listeners and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, the cream always rises to the top. And I feel like the best thing about podcasting is the authenticity. So if you're not being authentic, it shows. Do you know what I mean? And I also will say, stick to what you can commit to, because you don't have to be weekly if you can't afford it. It's expensive. Like, especially now, if you're doing like a video podcast, you don't have like a space or whatever, renting out spaces and editors and all of these things is expensive. So if you know that you can commit to a monthly podcast, do a monthly podcast. It's better to have a consistent monthly podcast than you're scrambling trying to do it weekly and the quality slipping and you're stressed out and you've got, you know, you're trying to juggle your 9 to 5 and your kids and doing all of these things and trying to maintain a podcast. So stick to the frequency that you can. So that's what I would say. And then then you've just got to be consistent. You've got to hold out, man. Like, the right people will find you, like your audience, and you'll be so surprised by how many people are actually tuned in and tapped into what you do. Because I always use this example. So back in the day when I had, well, not back in the day, when I had like one of my last 9 to 5s, so there used to be, there was still this radio station. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a South London radio station. And there was this guy and he had like a weekly talk show on there. And honestly, it was supposed to be every Tuesday from like 1 till 3. And I loved it. It was like a call-in radio station thing, and it would have different topics and people would call in with like their unhinged opinions. And I loved it so much because it just made the day go by quicker at work. I'd pop a little, it was so inconsistent. And like some weeks it would be there and it would literally be like tuning in to be like, oh my God, please let this show be on. Please let this show be on. And then it wouldn't be there. There'd be some excuse, or there'd be like a replacement DJ or whatever. And then other times it would be. Eventually, I just stopped listening because I was like, do you know what? It's actually getting really stressful looking forward to this thing and it's not there. So I said all that to say, you've got to be consistent. You know, I feel like people, and I know we're all going through things and all the rest of it. Life is hard. But if you're truly passionate about this, stick to it. If your thing is once a week, make sure that you're there once a week. Like, we've been doing the receipts for 10 years. We've never missed a single episode, not one time. Like, Tolly and I have never missed an episode ever. Like, we've been there every single week without fail. Maybe technical delays, there's been a bit late, but there's never not been an episode ever in 10 years. And I'm really proud of that. And I think that the consistency is what has kept people, like, why they stuck with us. And so I said that to say that you just don't know who's like loving your show, because even that guy that had that little, he didn't know that I was sitting there like gagging for it to come on. Do you know what I mean? But I was. So yeah, you'll be surprised at how many people are actually like tapped into what you're doing. That's a lot of advice. Sorry. I can't stop talking sometimes.
No, that's really good.
That's really good advice.
Yeah, because I think when you first start, it's so hard, because when you first start, there's not a lot out there in terms of like actual like real advice. I know, like, when we were preparing to start this, I don't want to say I have undiagnosed ADHD, because I feel like it's a running theme now in this room, but I fixate when I'm really passionate about something and I really want something to work. I will lock in and like get obsessed with it. So I would find like episodes of like podcasts, even you guys, I'd like go back and be like, okay, I remember they mentioned something about industry, and I made notes. I still have the Google Doc to this day.
Yeah.
I made notes. I have notes of every episode that anything was mentioned in terms of like podcasting, etc. And we used that to kind of create the strategy for We Just Got Here. But I remember doing that and thinking, there's so little information out there if that isn't being sold by some weird dodgy podcast school
exactly
trying to sell you a course about how to actually navigate this thing, and like no one tells you like how much editing, how much time editing takes, or like even just like clips, or the fact that, you know, even with like video podcasting, how much it costs.
It's so expensive.
Yeah.
And even us, we're catching up. Like, we didn't have any of these things to worry about when we started, and we're playing catch up now, you know. So yeah, so I feel like even some people have at an advantage because you've come into it with it being the setup. You know, we've come into it just knowing that it's got to be on video, knowing that you've got to be on YouTube. Like, whereas we had to like pick up pace after the fact. Like, it was literally Spotify that were like, listen, you have to go on video. Like, we were like literally went in kicking and screaming. We really didn't want to, and they were like, nope, you're changing your artwork and you're going on video. And we were just like, alrighty, but you just have to move with the times, you know. But even for us, like, audio still does, it supersedes.
Yeah,
it's crazy, I feel like, but people are so used to listening to us in that format. But yeah, so it's hard, it's expensive, it's a commitment.
Yeah, man.
One hell of fun.
It's one expensive hobby.
Yeah.
Right. Let's go to Reddit Realness.
Cool. Reddit Realness. Caught my wife masturbating with a friend's Facebook profile open.
Oh, damn.
I mean, okay.
What's on the... Okay, that's okay.
I'm crushed. I walked into the bedroom to find her laying there with her laptop out and the vibrator. Laptop is crazy.
Insane.
On the laptop, I could see the Facebook profile of a mutual friend of ours, a guy. I feel so gross and disrespected. Where do I go from here? I don't think I could stay around knowing she's always thinking about other men. It's quite short. That was it.
He got to the point, boy. They got to the point.
I just...
Okay, because it's a friend, I'd say it's a problem.
If it was another guy?
No, yeah, if it... Okay, so if it... Because they're going to cook me. They're going to cook me. But like sometimes I find that... Okay, I've been in situations where, like, you know, you might have a bit of fun with your person, but sometimes you might need a little help afterwards.
You might need a little pick me up.
Do you get what I mean? Like, because they've obviously exerted their energy. You haven't exerted yours to the full extent. Now, I wouldn't use Facebook for that. That's gross.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what you're finding there.
Yeah, because pictures of
their face, because it's...
Do you get what I mean?
It's not going to be explicit content.
Do you get what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Even pictures of explicit content. I need motion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
It's so 80s, isn't it? Just a picture.
I mean, I could do some reading.
Yeah,
I could do
she
some
likes
literature.
erotic. Not okay. Yeah.
She could do a podcast. Sorry.
I love the little audio erotica. I love audio erotica.
Oh really? I've never tried it, but I will.
It's yeah.
I can imagine.
There's an app. It's called Dipsy. And like they just it's invigorating stories.
Oh, sick. Okay.
This is the widest. She only smiles this wide. She should about erotica.
You do look pretty.
Quagmire. So they were sitting next to me.
Can I just say,
pretty
because you know
happy.
the sound of breath when it's getting tense and like building motion. It's like building.
Yeah.
It just there's something about it. It's like the real human experience.
I'll be watching
Make
some
using
girl
our
ass
brains great. Make using our brains great again, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Using our imaginations. I feel like we've got so much stimulants. Like, I mean, I love a stimulant as well.
Yeah.
But every now and then, it's nice to just use your mind.
Do you get me? Because my mind can paint a picture that I want to see.
Yeah.
Whereas with motion and visuals, it's just like, this is it.
This is what you get. Yeah.
I like my ghetto porn. and the worst thing is that it has to be hood porn as well. It can't be like I don't like glossy
Sometimes
shit.
I'll be like, okay.
I want it to be like we set the phone up.
Yeah.
And like
I agree.
That's too rough and ready for me.
Keisha and Jerome.
I'm whimsy, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. So I need like the romance. I need the build up. I need the passion.
Storyline and stuff.
I skip that shit.
I don't need all of that.
I go straight to the part that I need. Like,
I already feel like I'm down bad doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Yeah,
Do
true.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just need to like,
Please.
let's get to what we need to do and keep it moving.
It's the fact that once it's done, you shut the tabs. When I say that
With
the post-nut
disgust.
clarity,
That is
Disgust.
whoever came up with that phrase, yeah, they ate with that because this is the realest thing ever.
It's
Like
disgust.
you just feel so low and dirty, and you just feel
like, I don't want to know that I
and
did
you
this.
curl up in a ball
yeah,
after, like,
and
oh.
you just have to go and
Just
watch
go to
something
sleep.
light, and then just like forget that just happened and move on with your day. Because my God, like, how did I get here on page 36? Like, it's insane.
Okay, so I know what to search. Rock and Shay. I know what to search. But I thought she probably has a crush on the guy.
Yeah, but again,
I don't think anything happened between. I don't think it was a case of they had sex and then she needed to get herself off. I think she was just getting herself off
She was, girl,
with
do
the friend
better. Like, why?
it's weird.
on a
You must
laptop.
anyway.
Because imagine the friend just doesn't know that she's there,
Yeah.
like flicking her
The
bean
beam to your
that-
face.
to your face.
To your face.
You in a t-shirt. You with the family.
Yeah.
Because obviously Facebook photos are very particular type of
Yeah.
photo.
So it's like-
yeah.
It's not like Instagram. You're not trying to do image. You're
No.
trying to do
Exactly.
wholesome
It's
life.
like-
Yeah, exactly.
On a hike with the family.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob's making the burgers and the barbecue, but I'll be flattered if someone.
Same. If I
Is it? Well, my
get you
Facebook
off
photos?
just by just existing, then hey, I must be lit. I don't think it's a sackable offense. I feel like in relationships, I mean, it's mad that it's someone that they know because, of course, naturally your mind is going to wander. Am I breaking up with someone over that? Probably not. Am I going to have a conversation and shame you and let you know that I saw you and like what is going on here and talk about it? Yes. But I just feel like we have to, so long as you're not acting on it, I feel like in relationships, you've got to let people have things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, preferably not with someone I know. That's mad. But a fantasy is a fantasy at the end of the day. And it's just like, I don't like to police people in friendships, relationships, whatever the case may be. She was living out her fantasy. She was in the comfort of her own home. Yes, it's a bit uncomfortable for me, but she should have done better to make sure she didn't get caught. But
Yeah, that's what she should have done.
because
I feel
that's
like
mad.
sometimes we need to have grace with our partners. Like, I think we're so used to like, you're my person, not a person.
Exactly.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time, and again, I think I'm gonna go wholesome, but sometimes it feeds into your own insecurities. Do you know what I mean? So you don't want to feel like you were anything outside of me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
why would that? You're mine.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I caught my partner getting himself off to my friend's photo,
Okay, your friend.
yeah,
Okay,
friend,
yeah,
yeah.
friend is what
I'm
makes this.
but
crazy.
it was his
Yeah.
friend.
I
Yeah.
hear it. That's
It
why
was
I
his
said it's a bit
friend.
weird. I'm not saying it ain't weird. It ain't weird.
To me, that's a sackable offense.
Is it a sexual offense to you?
Yeah, but I'm very possessive.
Fairs.
Like, I should be like the center of your world. I don't understand why. And also, it's my friend.
Yeah.
So now I can't even take you to like parties or like gatherings because I'm scared that you're like falling over my friend.
But do you trust him?
God, I don't trust him now that I've seen him wanking to your photo. I just say,
Fuck, man.
Would you?
No, but I feel like again, I understand that so I always have this conversation about like, I think it's really good that you talk about exes. And I know that's not a thing people like to do, but I think it's useful to know, like, I'm about like, you transition and you grow and what did you learn and what did the previous love of your life teach you about love? Like, because I just feel like they do teach you stuff about love. And so I'm always kind of open to that conversation. So in the realms of, this is a safe space. If you have someone you fancy, I'm like, oh, that's like, your other friend is really attractive also. Because we all have eyes.
Yeah, we
So
can
it's
see
like,
none.
if you think my friend is attractive, can I just say, since
Yeah.
this is a safe space, your friend that you've been friends with for the last 17 years, he fine.
Yeah.
Since it's
Yeah.
a safe space. But let it be a safe space for all, because I feel like sometimes if you're doing that, the other person can then be like, but you're not supposed to feel like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. This is a
May that safe space never find me. I will lose my mind. I don't mind talking about exes, but to sit there and be like, yeah, because I fancy this. No, because you know what, yeah, and it's not even because, yeah, I'm crazy, but not that crazy. But I always feel like people like to act like they're not insecure, that they're cool with certain conversations. Let you argue one day. you hear it all come out. That's how you
Fair.
said
Yeah.
you like so and so.
Yeah.
So I'm always very cautious about how much I disclose about my previous relationships to my current relationship. Because I'm always cautious that sometimes guys play it cool so they can get as much information from you as possible.
This is very
When
true.
you
And
argue,
weaponize it later.
you hear it and you
Yeah.
hear all of it. So I'm always very cautious because because we don't know their past as well. We don't know how much or how little they're
telling us,
disclosing.
yeah.
And we're here like, oh yeah, since you're sharing, I'm gonna share too. Next time you argue.
I feel, yeah, you're right. And I say this with the caveat that we would expect that. And obviously I've learned this the hard way in my life as well. Like, people are open and they are sharing their most authentic self with us. But obviously we've learned that sometimes people parade as being more secure than they actually are. Even though you've created this, like, I create this very whimsy space. I'm like, love, and what did you learn? And like, we can talk about all your past experiences because we're being open and truthful. But again, I am aware that some people, men, will play up to. It's not an idea, something I know, but sometimes men meet the person that they think you are and they play up to that rather than being their authentic self because they think that this is the version of them that you would like based off how they perceive you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then sometimes it's like you find out later that actually you weren't as put together and you weren't as open-minded. You were just like, oh yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah,
and that,
yeah.
and that, and
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but
Do
it
you know
all
what I mean?
eventually comes out. And like, yeah, I think because I'm naturally like boundaried and like I don't boundaried and I don't like to disclose too much about my past to like new partners. Because of that same thing I've seen, I've been in a situation where it's been like, oh yeah, we're all open, haven't you? And the whole body count thing, whatever. Not that it doesn't even matter, but like I've seen that being used against me. Like, oh well, you did this in the past, so yeah, I should have known. I'm like, but okay, but you said that you were being open here. I thought we're sharing. Like we're sharing each other's past so that we can understand each other, but clearly you're just trying to use it as a weapon to me.
Yeah.
So I'm just always very cautious about like discussing exes, and a lot of men are insecure. Even if they try and hide it or act like they're not insecure, they are. And like you'll see it. Like it's either they start acting a certain way, especially with arguments, you hear it. Like everything comes out during arguments. If you're dating an unkind person, you'll hear it. Like those are the kind of people that will weaponize stuff against you. And like my mom always used to tell me, like, don't tell, like, be careful what you disclose to men, especially when you're dating them. And I always used to think, oh, why would you say that? That's such an old school way to date. Like you have to be open, etc. But the older I've gotten and the more I've experienced life, obviously away from my marriage, the more I've realized how right she is. Because there are some good men out there that you can have those conversations with them, and they are using it to just learn about you better and learn how you want to be loved and what you don't like, and maybe the mistakes that person made that may have led to the demise of the relationship, and how you can stop that from happening in your relationship.
Which is how I look at it, yeah.
But there's also men that are sitting there using it to collect information, one, on how they can act, what facade they can put on to make it look like they're the ideal man, but also how they can take the piss out of you. How far are you willing to go for a man? Oh, he did all of that to you? Okay,
Yeah.
That's very true.
But with this dilemma, sorry, we went on
Yeah,
tangent. Yeah, I personally don't think it's a sackable offense. I do think it's bad behavior. I do think it's like, have a conversation about that because it's weird at very least. Because again, because it's now someone you know, it's like, so when you seeing them, are you just, what are you thinking when you see them? Like, we're around them. So, and also it's the idea, and this is why I kind of get it from your point of view. Like, if you were ever in an enclosed space and the opportunity did arise, what would happen?
Exactly. That's
and and because now you know this, like, my God. Exactly. What would you have done? I agree. I think she definitely needs to be checked. It's not the kind of thing that you should internalize. Like, definitely let her know that you saw this, and let her know how you feel about it. Because ultimately it's not okay. Do you know what I mean? I feel like someone that is in close proximity to you is absolutely
That's too reachable.
That's too much. Like, what kind of seeds are you trying to plant in my mind? And that ain't it. But would I leave over that? Probably not. But we'd have a conversation, and if that led to further conversations, then I'll reevaluate. But the initial offense, like, I'm gonna be pissed. I might not talk to you for a few days, do all of that. But I need to get to the bottom of it. How, who, what, when, well, we know who.
Yeah, I'll be very curious.
Yeah.
I think, when did this start?
Yeah.
Did it start before me?
Mm-hmm.
Did it start after me? Like, how long have you known him? Like, just when all of a sudden did they become sexy?
Right.
Do you get me?
Because they were a mutual friend. So I'm wondering, is it his friend or is it like both their friends and they knew?
Either way is bad.
Yeah,
If
to be
his
fair.
friend, it's bad. If it's her friend, it's bad, because if
If
friend,
he's the person that got them together, it's
right,
bad.
exactly. There's no pretty angle, unfortunately.
Yeah, no. If it was like a Rihanna or something, someone that I know you can never get, fine. But
Yeah.
like a friend, it becomes way. It will make me all eat at me. Even if I try and make it seem like I'm okay, I'll be conscious about going to like events with you where they'll be present, or I'll be conscious about, okay, like I'll start comparing myself. I know I will. Like, why does he get you there and I don't?
But that's not the case, though.
Yeah, but why do you have to use their picture? You didn't use my picture.
Yeah, but I don't think they would. Because the reason why they wouldn't use your picture is because they have the
you.
human. Do you get
Yeah,
me?
I know, but it's like if you're gonna go on Facebook to find random.
It's
Johnny,
weird. That's what I said. It's
I'll
weird.
find Johnny.
The
Then might as well
Facebook
use
thing is
me.
weird.
That feels like clutching. Does the person not have Instagram? My God.
You're right. Also,
I don't know. There's
I
so
don't
many
know.
unanswered questions.
But yeah.
It's odd. But yeah.
I would speak to her about it, and I would personally probably couldn't continue with me, but Audrey and Tia, the mature ones, I always come with the chaos, so I would say, kick them to the curb. But yeah, maybe chat to them and give them a chance to explain themselves. But I don't know how you're gonna explain that you're wanking to your friend's Facebook picture. It just don't make sense to me, really. Because the more I think about it, if my partner walked in, if I walked in on my partner and they will like wanking to your photo.
Yeah, that's gross. I can't tell you how gross. Like, but we're like, let's not, because it couldn't be a best friend. It had to be it's got to be not far removed, but it's got to be a mutual from not a best friend.
But if I know them, it's still an issue.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Yeah,
it ain't okay, dog. That's what I know.
Oh well, guys. Adult finds of the week.
Cool. Do you have an adult find? So adult finds of the week is where we find something that we've loved this week that is like, oh, I want to share this with everyone.
Ooh, what have I found this week that I love?
Or your hyperfixation, depending on.
Could be food. Could be
ours is always
drink.
food, by the way.
Food.
Okay, so I do have one then. Now that you said the food thing, I am obsessed with Joe and the Juice, their steak sandwich.
Oh, I wanted to try that.
Oh my God. I mean, I love Joe and the Juice anyway, and I always get a hell of a nerve. It's the best smoothie ever, because I'm not gonna have a green smoothie. I'm just
That's a strawberry one, right?
Yeah. So it's strawberry, elderflower, and banana. It slaps. But their steak sandwich, oh my God! If you thought the tuna cardo,
because I love a tuna cardo.
If you eat meat and you like red meat, get the steak. It's like basically like a Caesar salad but with steak in a sandwich. So it's got like it's got cheese in there, but it's like Parmesan cheese, Parmesan, however you say it. It's got tomatoes, it's got Caesar dressing, it's got lettuce, and it's got steak.
That sounds fantastic.
It's so good. Honestly, it's expensive, but it's worth it.
Yeah, but Joe and the Juice, you know what you get.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
Extortionate.
But yeah, it's great. Check it out. This is not an ad. But yeah,
it's really exciting. I'm gonna do that.
I should. But yeah, that's great. I love it. It's my new addiction.
What's yours?
My one is the Waitrose spicy pineapple salsa.
Is it a dip?
It's a dip, but I'll be using it as a spread dip, whatever. I'll put it on everything now, but it's so good. It reminds me of the M&S charred pineapple. Was it? I think they had a charred pineapple salsa of some sort. But that was like quite spicy, and I used to slap in a wrap. But Waitrose, I think, brought out their own version, and it goes really well with the M&S jalapeno and lime tortilla chips. I know they made up that flavor. But it slaps. And I put it in my wraps. I put it on top of my rice. I put it on top of everything. I probably shouldn't, but it's so good. So I highly recommend, especially for like those, I don't know about anyone else, but during summer, like on the really hot days, I don't like to eat hot food.
Yeah. So it's just something cool.
Yeah, I need like picky bits and stuff.
Yeah.
So that worked really well because it was already in the fridge, and then I had the M&S tortilla chips, so I had that as like a lunch. And sometimes I have it with my little girl dinners, my anchovies and pickled cauliflower stuff. Like again, when I want something cold. So yeah, highly recommend.
Mine is gonna be the M&S. M&S have a collagen ball. Your face makes me sick.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's like sorry, I thought you were judging because I know.
No, I genuinely don't. I actually don't know what that is.
So I put it on my story actually. But it's like, it's basically this. Okay, this doesn't make it. When you make me do this, it doesn't sound appealing. So it's this like fruit ball. Imagine like like the energy datey balls, but it's made of mango and passion fruit instead.
Ooh.
It's really nice, and then it's like, it's not dipped. You know when they scatter like it's rolled. Idiot. It's rolled in a desiccated coconut.
Well, that sounds like you.
It's so good. And like again, I find a lot of like when you get energy balls, they're just not and date. Where this is like sweet fruit. It's just like a sweet dried. It doesn't even taste like dried fruit. It's like a sweet chewy ball. It's so nice. And again, it does what the date and nut are supposed to do, but enjoyable. Not because the date and nut balls, those energy balls tend to be grainy.
Yeah, they're quite intense.
Yeah, it's just like health and earth.
Yeah.
Whereas this actually feels really, really nice.
Oh, lovely. I'll definitely be checking both of those out. Thank you very much.
It has collagen in it.
Yeah, supposedly.
Oh, yeah, that actually sounds nice.
It's so nice.
I'm here for it.
All right, cool. Well, guys, that brings us to the end of this episode. It just made my entire year. Audrey, thank you so much for coming through.
No, girls, honestly, thank you for having me. Well done on everything you're doing. Trust me, it is seen. We love you guys. You're doing amazing. And thanks for having me. I'm really excited. I was really excited to be here. And I was always going to come. It was just trying to get a date that worked, but I made it. And I had a great time.
We're so grateful you
Thank you. I appreciate you, honestly. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode and you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Drop some love for Audrey in the comments. Give us your thoughts on anything that we discussed throughout the episode. We spoke about so many things I can't even say. But whatever tickled your fancy, just comment on it below. And make sure you subscribe while still doing that as well. And hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we drop a video. Yes. If you're watching or listening on Spotify, Apple, or anywhere else where you got your podcast and you actually can't believe this episode, like I can't, make sure you give us a 5-star rating, or 4.8, not 4.9, but a 5-star rating. Even if you don't think we're a 5-star show, we'll get there. So help us get there by giving us 5 stars. You can find us on We Just Got Here Pod on Instagram, We Just Got Here Podcast on TikTok, and WJGH Podcast on Twitter. Audrey, where can they find you? I'm sure they will know, but
yeah, do you know what? You can the receipts is still going for now. We've still got a while to go. So out every Wednesday, we're everywhere you get your podcasts and YouTube. And then you follow my YouTube channel. My vlogs are on there. I'm gonna be doing more content as well. Like I want to do like weekly reviews of stuff. Just jump on there and just talk. And I want to do lives and stuff like that. So so follow my YouTube channel, just call me Audrey. Follow my parenting platform, it's called Raising Me and Mine. There's also a podcast, all the information is there. So that's where you can find me.
Amazing. And you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Steffa Chigview. Tia, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Tia Honey Roberts, and all other socials at MSTIA Roberts.
And it's a wrap, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Audrey, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.